Elephant Boy is here. Now, here's a guy who could put out a dating magazine.
He might know something. Because if he's gotten a date, I'd like to know how it happened.
Elephant Boy, come on in. I'm a little disappointed because Elephant Boy has been sending love letters and making love telephone calls to Jillian, the intern.
You're kidding.
No.
What happened to his girlfriend?
What happened to your girlfriend?
We're still friends, but we're sort of like broken up.
Why'd you break up?
Because she's having a lot of problems, and it's a little too much for me to handle. Once they get off of her horse, who knows, but I'm not going to wait for her. I have a life.
The problems would prevent you two from being together?
What?
You mean you don't understand when she talks?
No.
So in other words, obviously there's something happened between the two of you. You got a fight or something?
Yeah. I wouldn't call that a fight, but I really don't want to get into it.
I mean, you were finally getting laid on a regular basis, and even you screwed that up.
A few problems.
Well, I didn't screw up.
Oh, she screwed up.
I don't want to ban myself.
Did she cheat on you?
No. It's nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Well, there you go.
But she had problems. Who do you think is not going to have problems and go out with you?
Yeah, he thinks he's going to find the perfect woman. She had problems. We all have problems.
You got a big problem.
So when did you guys break up? I mean, I was kind of happy for Elephant Boy. He was actually getting laid.
He was calm. He was nice.
That was the first time you ever had a girlfriend in your whole life.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. How sad. Were you crying and stuff?
No.
No?
I took the mature bus.
Your heart wasn't broken, Elephant Boy?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Can we call her? I'm dying to give her a call and find out what's going on.
It might be too early.
Boy. Does she know you're going to be on today?
I know. I didn't know what's going on until last night.
Yeah, Gary called him last night. I thought it would be kind of funny because all of a sudden Elephant Boy was writing love letters to Jillian, our intern.
Do we have any of them?
Yeah, I got them right here.
Oh,
I got it all here. You got to hear this. The top 10 reasons you should go out with me.
Maybe we should have Elephant Boy read them.
This is private.
No, it's private, not private.
No, it's not private. You don't send letters here.
I realize I saw no better.
Dear Jillian. You want me to read this, or should you read it?
You can read it.
It's up to you.
All right.
I want to hear it. I want to understand.
What does writing look like?
Well, what happened? How did you fall in love with Jillian, our intern?
When Robert bammered her...
It was all my fault.
Yeah.
You brought out the worst in Elephant Boy.
No.
Well, Jillian, our intern, had broken her leg and her arm, and Robin challenged the medical information.
Yeah.
Jillian got upset, and you heard her on the air.
Yeah,
and you're in for the rescue.
Yeah, he's Elephant Boy to the rescue.
She still could chop us up.
Look what that whole thing dragged out of the rocks.
You're right. It was a bad thing I did.
Yeah, I get it. She's not here today. That's why I'm sad. Yeah, she's not here today. We had it all lined up. I don't know. This is the first day she's ever missed.
She must have found out he was coming.
Yeah,
no.
I told her.
Did you tell her you were coming?
No.
No, she didn't know. She really had
Can we get her on the phone?
I don't know.
Jeez.
I know. I'm bummed out.
Oh, man. Yeah, go home, Elephant Boy.
Okay, I see you.
What happened, Elephant Boy? Now, you've never met Jillian, have you?
I think I met her once before.
One time?
I wouldn't know her if we passed on the street.
I see.
But you really fell in love.
No, not.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I wouldn't say.
He started calling her. Now, what happened? First, you called Jillian, right?
Yeah, I say.
You'd think that's a good move if you.
Can I speak, Robin?
Let him speak. Or is he just spick?
I was just pointing out that he's such a bad speaker. Maybe that's not what you want to do.
You might not want to pick up girls over the phone.
No.
Yeah.
I sort of like sympathize because...
Get on that microphone. I can't hear every one of your deformed words.
I sort of like sympathize with her because I've been through the same thing with you.
Right.
On the air.
Yes.
So,
you broke your leg?
No.
We've told you lied?
No. I was humiliating on the air.
Right. Oh, I see. So you called to commiserate with her. I see.
Yeah, and as I thought if it was me... with me on that date, I wouldn't let her out of the car and then back up. I will make sure she gets to her door.
Yeah. Well, Jillian went on a date.
Yeah.
And according to what Jillian told us, her date accidentally ran her over with a car.
He backed over her.
So it never happened with me.
It would never happen with him. Yeah, he backed over her once and then went over her again.
Trying to, figure out what he'd hit.
Yeah, it was not a fun story. So you're saying you would never hit a girl with your car?
I never yet.
Yeah, he's got it rough enough.
He's got to keep any girl who'll go out with him alive.
You're saying that if a girl went out with you, you'd get out of the car and help her out of the car.
Yeah,
you're a gentleman.
It's a good matter to make sure she gets to her doorway. Make sure she gets into a high house.
Yes. Well, you remind me of that guy. Remember, there was a puddle, and he threw his jacket down over the puddle. So Walter Elephant Man.
Elephant.
Sir Elephant Riley. You're very chivalrous.
So it's not my fault. You felt bad for her because of what happened to her on her date.
Right.
She's
a lovely girl. Lovely girl. I mean, I would love to see you hook up with her.
If it were just, high expensive story, I probably would, have a second thought.
Right.
But what happened to her?
You felt right. You felt
we got a common bond.
You have a common bond with her. Yeah. So you asked her out over the phone. Am I correct? And what happened? She rejected you?
She said to write a letter. I said no better.
She said to write a letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got a hold of the letter.
Oh, I got to hear it.
Well, I think, I can't put words in her mouth, but I think that she wanted you to write a letter to get you off the phone. I don't think it was for me to get a hold of. But let me see.
Why not?
Well, maybe let's see. First of all, he writes like he speaks?
Yes.
I wish this was television right now. I'll hold it up to our camera, but you got to see this handwriting. Can you even... Why do you type to her? I mean,
do you know that when you're writing a letter to someone, you should use a nice piece of paper?
That's all the paper I have to pen for.
I can't even tell where this starts.
You write like a middle page.
He does. Dear Jillian, and he can't even spell her name. He didn't get the spelling. There's 3 different spellings.
You really were going all out here, Elephant.
In other words,
look, he just
starts in one way and
look.
How many different ways does he use?
There's 3 different spellings there. That's all in one word. He's got cross out,
scratches.
Oh no.
Dear Jillian, as promised, here's my letter to you. I hope after you read this, you will make the determination to spend a nice evening out. Here is my top 10 reasons for you to go out with me.
I have nothing better to say, so...
You sure couldn't.
With apologies to Letterman.
The David Letterman of love, Howard.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sued by him.
Right, yeah, he's going to sue you for a love letter. 10. How could you write a letter to a girl like this? No, I'll read it because you'll leave stuff out. 10. As yet to cause... What does this say? How can you... You write like you speak. What's in your hand? What?
Number 10.
Number 10. What is it?
As yet to cause bodily injury to any of my dates.
I see.
Oh, what did he say?
As yet to cause bodily injury to any of my dates.
I defy you to read that on this piece of paper. I defy you. It's unbelievable. You would think he had nice handwriting.
Elephant shorthand.
Yeah, he writes like he speaks. What is this stuttering, John?
I have Jillian on the phone if you want.
Oh, Jillian's on the phone?
Maid Marian.
Jillian, how could you not be here today? Oh, for God's sake.
I'm going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
We can't have Elephant Boy in tomorrow.
I'm not having him in 2 days in a row.
I didn't know he was going to be in today.
I know.
Sorry.
No, it just, we didn't know either, but here he is. And
Hi.
How you doing, Jen?
Good. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
So did you ask him to write this letter because you wanted to get to know him better and just see...
No, what happened was after...
Just to get him off the phone, I'll bet anybody amount of money.
No. What happened was after the show, a lot of people called.
Yes.
So all the interns just started saying, if you want to talk to her, write her a letter.
Oh, I
really
see.
So I got quite a few.
Oh, it sounded like Elephant Boy had talked to you directly.
I might have spoken to him at first, but I mean, people called and said, is Jillian there? And I just said, because I was doing something else. So I said, Oh, if you need to speak to her, you can just write, you know.
So you had never spoken to Elephant Boy on the phone before, had you?
If I had, I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
As distinctive as
his voice is. He probably thought it was a Chinaman. Sir, this is not the Chinese consulate. You have the wrong number.
Right.
I can't believe you tried to pick her up over the phone. That's the last place you should try to pick up a woman.
I don't know where you should. But
do you want to say something to her now? I mean, as long as you got the opportunity, go ahead, Mr. Loverboy. I don't want to get in your way.
Jillian never saw this letter?
Oh, Jillian saw the letter.
I did.
In fact, we found her passed out on the floor from it. He took her. It was like Chinese hieroglyphics.
It really was an interesting letter.
Can you read it?
It really was wonderful.
Let me ask you something. Is this a way to win a woman over? I mean, can you read his handwriting?
No.
I can't even read it.
The sentiment was there. The sentiment was there, Howard.
Jillian, are you going to go out with him?
You're putting me in a very terrible position. I don't know.
No worse a position than Elephant Boy's going to put you in if he ever gets you alone.
Right now,
I thought you'd already been in the worst position under that car.
You're not kidding. You can't get in the worst
I'm still
position.
licking my wounds, and I'm still just trying to heal my pride.
Elephant Boy will lick your wounds. Any of your wounds.
I wouldn't go that far.
I bet you would. What? Do you want to, Elephant Boy, do you want to say something to Jillian now? This could be a chance, seriously.
You know.
Dude, you haven't gotten laid in a long time.
I wouldn't say that.
Wow. Sorry. Yeah, that's true.
You know, I will say, even if I am interested, I am a little intimidated because I heard he dates very beautiful women.
Yes. He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Well, you have some beautiful friends.
Elephant Boy, tell her you want to open up the window and get some cool breezes. Lifted breezes of lavender, and I want to cook for you. Go ahead. Say something.
I don't know.
Seriously, maybe you'll get a date. She might be open to it.
The one thing I can say, Julian, when you're ready to go out with me, it will be in a no-pressure situation, and you will have a good time. If not, you will...
Tell her what you're doing.
Have a good... I'm not
Robin, help him out.
You're a mess.
Help him out. It's not his voice. Robin, help him out. Hold on, Jillian. Jillian, please hold on. All right, Robin.
Hold your ears.
Please, Elephant Boy, try to be a little positive. Jillian, I would love to take you out and show you a wonderful evening.
In fact,
there's nothing...
Tell her what kind of evening you'll have.
You will have an evening that you will never forget.
No, that's for sure.
Something...
You'll never forget your evening with him. You'll have an evening you'll never forget.
There, you never lied.
You know, and I was
one thing about you, Elephant Boy, you're honest.
Yeah. Hey, I am on a roll. Something that when you tell your friends, they will be so jealous of you because their boyfriends will not pay attention to you attention to them like the way I do.
Can I say something? I think I'm not a woman, Robin, but I'll tell you why I don't think that works.
It sounds like he's going to study her like a bug in a science project.
Yeah, women don't. That sounds jive, right? You don't even believe what he's saying.
No, I don't even know what he said.
You're better off.
But it sounded sweet. It sounded very sweet, but I honestly didn't catch a word of it.
I think he said he'll bring a condom.
No.
Something about a condom.
He's a gentleman. He would never say that.
No.
A gentleman always brings a condom. You don't realize when you go out on a date with him, you get really horny, and all of a sudden you want to go to bed with him.
I might just spontaneously combust at the first moment.
Oh, yeah. Now, Elephant Boy said he would not run over you with his car.
He'd make sure you got to the door. There's the start.
That's very sweet.
That's a real plus.
How do you know he said that? He wrote that, or he said that?
No, he told us.
Oh, okay. And you understood?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Oh, that's
speak
great.
elephant.
So, do you want to go out with him or no?
I would do it, absolutely.
You will?
Absolutely.
All right. Wow. Look at Elephant Boy. He scored.
Even with your bad rap, though.
Imagine if he had a rap. Could he actually have a rap with that voice? It's impossible.
If he said the right things, even in that voice, I gotta think
Robin,
that better.
Robin, I just figured out something. You're the little cause of men going gay.
Yes, right. Sure.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something.
Right.
He's not a bad-looking guy.
I look forward to going out with him because he's a real sweetheart.
You know what you do? You ask him to just keep quiet, and then if he meets your friends, just explain that he's a drunken Korean.
And he doesn't.
Yeah, just say he's from Korea, and then it'll just be, oh wow, Jillian's dating a cool guy from Korea. Like he doesn't speak the English that well, but once he learns, he'll be a really cool guy.
He's a deaf millionaire.
Right.
Yeah, he's a deaf millionaire.
Right.
Captain Korea. That's what we did to him on our Channel 9 TV show.
I can only wait to hear.
I put him in a Superman costume and said he was Captain Korea.
He must have just been dashing.
I speak like a freaking phone, y'all.
That's right. And then another time on the old Channel 9 show, I took Elephant Boy and I put him in a Star Trek sketch, and you played Captain Pike.
What?
Right. The guy in the box.
All he had was lights, right?
Yeah, all he had was lights, and then every once in a while he would say, "Take me to the planet lesbian."
I'm nervous.
Stop the sketch. Stop the sketch.
Yeah, what was he saying?
Stop the sketch.
Stop the sketch, yeah.
Stop the sketch.
Remember how temperamental he became?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, so we take Elephant Boy, and we stick him in a box, and we say, look, now you're going to be Captain Pike. So he thinks he's like really an actor now. So he starts, "It's very hot in the box." I go, "Yeah, it's hot in the box, but can you handle it?" He goes, "All right." Then we start to shoot. He goes, "How many more takes?"
I need a break.
I need a break. I go,
That's so new for me.
Out of all the guys I thought who were going to give us a hassle, I figured Jackie and his captain outfit and everything, and his, hey, how come I'm just a member of the Enterprise? Why don't I have a featured role?
But it was Elephant Boy.
Jackie was one of the drunken guys who stand by one of those panels down in the engineering room.
That's right.
Yeah, he was just drinking.
Beam up the scotch.
That was pretty funny. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was good. And Elephant Boy was Captain Pike.
I don't know if you realize that I was a favorite of Trekkies after that sketch.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Jillian, you've never dated a celebrity before.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so that'll be your first.
The one that in common.
What?
The celebrity do make in common. Because I'm not a celebrity.
Elephant Boy, do me a favor.
Yeah,
First of all, don't crack jokes in front of Jillian. And also, one cardinal rule, don't take her to dinner, because when Elephant Boy eats...
I was a long time ago.
He eats like crackers and stuff.
I want to eat crackers.
And then he starts talking.
Yeah, don't go Mexican again.
I will be on my best behavior.
I'm sure it'll be a wonderful evening.
He'll be on his best behavior.
Oh, all right. And wear deodorant.
I did.
Not you, Jillian. I'm talking about Elephant Boy.
I did, so I challenge you, to find anything unpleasant.
Did you shave under your arms?
Yes, I did.
He smells pretty good today, doesn't he, Jackie? You're close to him.
No complaints?
No complaints yet.
I challenge you.
He stunk the last time he was here.
If you do it, you're damn liars.
All right.
Well, he's getting upset.
He's upset.
That's the only thing that
Smell him,
upsets me.
Jackie.
I hate to say it, but he passes the mustard.
He smells all right? Smells like a human being?
Does he know that my last day is Friday?
Yeah, Terry told me. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, so
Too bad you're not here.
I know. This is the one day I have to go on a job interview.
Oh, man.
I know. I wish I'll be there for the rest of the week, Fred.
I can. Yeah, we will.
So make a date with her. Go ahead.
Let's set this up. She says she'll go out with him.
Go ahead. Close the deal.
Okay.
What kind of a romantic evening do you have in mind?
Keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's a good aphrodisiac.
How about bringing another guy?
First, since I really don't know how, it would just be like a very casual day, like to a movie.
What's wrong with the movie?
He's going to want to talk.
Are you going to talk in the movie?
I never talk.
See, a movie's a good actual date for you because you don't have to do any of the talking.
Yeah.
You can just sit there and watch stuff.
So you can be entertained on the screen.
Right.
The movie sounds terrific.
Right. You going to do the popcorn trick on her? You know what that is?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The popcorn trick for him is eating it.
You know the popcorn trick?
Yes.
What is it? You don't know it.
Yes, you cut the bottom out of the popcorn and put it on the top of your lap.
Right.
Okay.
You going to try that?
No, I'm not like that.
Really? Maybe you should be. Maybe Jillian wants that.
No.
Jillian, would you object if he cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn box, and then when you reached in for popcorn, you found a surprise?
I would be a little surprised. I would handle it appropriately.
You would handle it?
Yes, I definitely would.
No, there's the go ahead.
I'm very equipped for anything.
Yeah, but Chris and me, I do it in bust. That's what she had to say.
I love what he joked. He's such a kidder. Right, I got to read the rest of this top 10 list.
Wait a minute. All you're going to do is take her to the movies and take her home?
Well, what else can you... No, he's going to take her with double feature. That way they don't have to talk at all.
No,
You're going to put your arm around her in the movie?
No.
No?
No, because...
What if she asks you for it?
Yes, but I am not going to make her feel uncomfortable. It takes two to tango, and if she's not...
It takes two to tango.
Yeah. No.
What, are you going to go dancing? Why don't you go tangoing?
No, I can't dance.
So you're going to go to the movie.
Yeah.
I'll teach you to dance.
Okay.
And you're not going to put your arm around her. You're not even going to try. That's fine to do.
Maybe if she's object, then I won't do it. I don't want to become too strong and lose her altogether.
Right. Well, that's your problem. You're too nice a guy.
I am. I will be the first to admit it.
Really?
I'm always like,
Are you going to wear a tie? What are you going to wear? You're just casual? Or are you going to wear your golf shirt with the pen in it?
You get some of your other happening outfits?
Where's your pocket protector? I hear they're casting for Revenge of the Nerds 9.
How they miss you for that movie?
Look, he's even got a fag bag.
Oh.
Look at that.
Yeah,
his little fanny pack.
I won't wear it.
He's got a bigger than a fanny pack. It thinks the size of a woman's purse. Stand up for a minute. Take a look at this. Look at this thing. Look, he's got a purse. Look at this size.
It's a knapsack.
What do you got around your waist, man? That's not cool.
What is that all about?
I got all my junk in it.
What, you got a
What have
purse?
you got with you?
Saddlebag.
Yeah.
You sure you like girls?
What has he
I
got
don't
in
know how
there?
you're picking to look attractive.
Unless you have reefer in there, Elephant Boy, I would say
I am touched.
Let me see what's in there. Open it up. Open up your bag. I got to see what he carries.
This bucket, I got business cards and credit cards.
Let me see that. Let me see your bag. What do you got in there? Take that bag off. What's the matter with you?
Credit cards.
What is this?
Look at that thing.
It weighs 100 pounds.
Lord.
Wait a second. Look at it. Look at it. Look what he's got here. Look at these cards and.
What is all of that?
I don't know. What is this?
Baseball card.
What is this a picture of?
That's
The God shall wipe away the tears to their eyes, and there shall be no more death. What is this? A funeral home card?
Yeah, that's why I got that funeral deputy to special in.
I don't know what you're saying. What'd you buy, a Saturn?
Yeah.
Way to go. What is this? What, health care cards? Look at these. How many credit cards do you have?
You carry everything with you.
Too much.
Man, you must be doing pretty good.
He's got a lot of credit cards?
You got to see his Citibank picture.
Oh.
Right, you got to see it.
That looks so bad.
Hey, look at that.
Pinhead.
All right, wait a second. So look, this is all his cards. I don't even know what's in here. All right. Let me dump those back in. Then he's got...
That's when I get my money.
Wait, these your money? Hey, Elephant Boy's got some cash.
Put it back.
I'm not taking it.
Why does he need that big a bag? He doesn't have that much
Look,
stuff.
his checkbook. Well, you writing checks still. Oh, my God. And he's got his tape player and everything.
Oh, man.
Why don't you organize your credit cards and stuff so you can find them?
Why don't you carry a briefcase?
It's open. You better close it.
Stupid bag.
Because he doesn't want to get any girls. He wants to remain pure for Jillian.
Okay.
Better close that. It's all open. All right. So,
I won't wear it on the date. So, yeah.
Don't wear that, man. You do not look cool
Do you
at
have
all.
a cool outfit?
What are you going to wear?
Yeah.
Shave better, too, for the date.
Look at Elephant Boy. Do you ever watch TV?
Yeah.
I mean, has he ever seen anybody dressed like him on television?
Sure. You got to get off. You got to make the bus.
What, I'm making a date. I'm making a date for him.
Sorry about that.
Doesn't she know you're getting a date?
I don't think she realizes the enormity of the situation.
Yeah. All right, so Jillian, you're going to go with him?
Yes, I would love to.
All right.
Well, you got a date.
Probably a mom picked up trying to kill the date because she's here and Elephant Boy. She's like,
my family.
They're hanging from the rafters right now.
No, I think my family is just looking for someone who will treat me well, and I'm sure it sounds like he is a wonderful person.
All right, Jillian. Well, I mean, I don't know. I question your judgment here, but
well, you know what? You said I was rather. What did you call me?
You were too particular. I said.
And not only that, very surfacey. Something about being shallow.
Shallow.
Jillian sees beyond.
She does. I'll give her that.
And the way I see it, I'll try anything once.
All right. Very good, Jillian. Good luck with your job.
All righty.
Yeah, good luck, Joanne.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Boy, you really charmed her, Elephant Boy.
I'm just wondering if Elephant Boy can put together a good outfit. I want him to have romance.
Yeah, well, good luck.
This outfit is terrible.
You got to shave the side of your neck. You got all these long hairs.
I don't feel when I after I shave, I can just back up by night.
Huh?
Forget it.
He can't have a mirror, Howard.
No.
Where do you shave? In the dark?
What do we say, Elephant Boy?
I shave.
Do you shave with the lights on?
Yes.
How do you miss the whole side of your face? I don't understand.
He always misses hunks.
Hunks of it.
And it's different hunks.
And giant hairs. Turn your head to Jackie. No, the other side. Look at this.
It's very funny because I didn't know whether he had a mustache or...
Or nasal hairs.
It's like he starts shaving and gets tired or he's in a hurry or something.
You better shave good for your date.
I will promise I will.
She's a classy girl.
Go to a barber. Let him do it.
I think he shaves in front of his car mirror, his Saturn.
But, you have to wonder about people like Elephant Boy. Do you watch TV? Do you see guys who are hip and cool and how they dress?
Yeah.
Obviously not, Robert.
Somebody
Well, they have somebody dressing them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could dress yourself if you just looked at them and went out and tried to emulate it.
Yeah, man, that golf shirt doesn't really show off your physique.
I don't want to show.
Let me see this letter you wrote. All right, top 10 reasons why Elephant Boy should date Jillian. All right, number 1, I don't remember what that was. Or number 10 that was. All right, number 9.
That was, he had never hit anybody with his car.
With a name like Julian, this must be somebody from a soap opera.
Yeah, because...
That's number 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Julian is a very unusual name.
And then he spells it wrong. He spells Julian.
I don't know. It's fine.
Julian, with a name like Julian.
Yeah, but that's why I have to say it. Because
But why does she want to go out with you? Because she has a name from a soap opera.
I know. I just make up dumb reasons.
All right, number 8.
That's supposed to make sense.
Nothing like putting no thought into your love letter.
A way right to a woman's heart is to get her name wrong.
Right, number 8. Can offer support and understanding during your period of humiliation.
That's right.
I never heard a guy call a period humiliating before.
Wait a minute. I thought he was going to stop at period.
I could coach you through those cramps.
Clean you up.
I clean you up. I clean you up.
I'll buy you a napkin.
Kotex. Where's your Kotex?
I will buy you a sanitary product.
I'll buy you a sanitary belt. Where's your Kotex?
Feminine hygiene is my...
Where's my door? I'll go fetch it.
The mass and kill.
All right, number 7. Talk to Siskel and Ebert about you, and they both give me thumbs up.
Give me a thumbs up.
Gave me a thumbs up.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ooh. Thank you.
No wonder the girls. Number 6. Like Letterman, upon the completion of our date, you will get a small canned ham as a lovely parting gift.
That's right. He used on his show.
I see.
Yeah.
You're a big Letterman guy. Huh? I see you're emulating some of his sense of humor.
For him,
right.
It should work for you.
Hey, he gets dates.
Got 5 to go.
Number 5. Unlike other interns, I hear. I don't know what this says. I have a steady job.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You're not an intern.
No.
Unlike other interns, I have a steady job.
I always compare to myself to the other interns. I think I miss a word. Oh, forget it.
I think he thinks the other interns are the competition.
Right. Number 4 reason that Elephant Boy should go out with Jillian in his love letter. All the dumb nicknames Howard could have give me. At least he didn't call me Dick Assman.
That's like a name on the show.
Right.
Yeah, forget it. Unless you listen to Letterman, it's...
Letterman says
It's another Letterman reference?
Yeah.
Oh, Dick Assman?
Yeah. It's...
Oh, yeah, he had some guy on who's...
Dick Assman.
Yeah, the guy's name was Assman.
I guess you see all the Letterman shows, huh, Elephant Boy?
I tap them.
Right.
I watch them the next morning.
Number 3, I'm not perfect and damn proud of it. Okay. That's a little humility there. Although I tend to disagree. I think you are perfect.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
Perfect for ridicule.
No, I'm perfect in making mistakes.
Number 2, can't think of a number 2. And the number 1 reason why you should go out with me. Number 1, I am a nice guy. Oh.
Yeah.
So, Jillian, if you decide to take a chance with me, just call me. I'm going to give you a number. I am very single. Yeah, no kidding.
Beyond single.
I am very single. Or something. Please call me one way or another. You're going to reject him. All right? Like a girl's going to call him and go, I don't want to go out with you.
You know how he befriends everybody.
Love, Fred the Elephant Boy, Schnanker. Schreiber.
That's your name?
Yeah.
P.S. Oh, P.S. There's something out. I almost forgot to tell you, I hope you are having a speedy recovery. Love, Fred. Well, this could be the start of something. She did.
You got a date.
You badgered her into a date. So there you go.
Yeah,
well, congratulations. It paid off. I'm glad you came down.
All you have to do is put on the charm.
When will the date occur? Do you know?
Yeah, but she got to Spain tomorrow. I got to set up something this weekend.
You want to come in tomorrow with her and then set up the actual date? Maybe it'll be easy.
You to work out the details.
Yeah, why not? You want to come back tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's worth it. Maybe you'll get something going.
Yeah, because I should have met her. I could be ready for her. She's standing next to me and won't recognize her.
Exactly. Exactly whatever you just said.
He hasn't seen her.
All right. He met her once and then he's like, believe me, he's probably pulled his pants down to her a couple of hundred times. So he wouldn't recognize her. Meanwhile, every girl he meets, he's got embedded in his head.
So funny.
Of course you do.
Yeah, if you say so.
Maybe we'll set up a candlelight breakfast in the Jock Lounge for the 2 kids.
There you go.
What do you think? A little starting off, get to know you.
Orange juice, right?
Yeah. All right, I'll leave it to me, Elephant Boy. You just come in looking, spiffy.
I will do that.
All right, and just shave the side of your head.
I will do that.
And then shave the other side.
All right, and wear your deodorant tomorrow and take another shower tonight.
You guys.
All right, pal. Elephant Boy, everyone. Tomorrow he meets Jillian, his new love,
like a soap opera.
his new lady love.
Just like he said, she's got a soap opera name, and now he's in one.
All right, my new lady love,
my gal pal.
Yeah.
All of your girlfriends will be so jealous because their boyfriends, none of their boyfriends will treat them as well as I treat you.
Yeah.
Something so nice get come out so ugly from her.
How do you treat a woman so beautifully more than, certainly better than other guys? What do you do?
Because,
You're sensitive?
Yeah, I'm sensitive.
You don't run over them?
You treat her real good?
Yeah.
You pay for everything and everything like that?
Well, yeah, I would probably do that. I mean, I'm not going to argue for just for one thing. If it happens, it will happen. If it doesn't, maybe in the future.
Was there something about her that you liked, Elephant Boy?
Yeah, she had a vagina. She's breathing, and she's a woman.
I can't figure this out.
If she don't...
Do me a favor, Robert, stop thinking.
If she don't act right, I have to beat her.
Just that.
Elephant Boy does an excellent impression of Judge Ito.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
I do.
Yeah.
Miss Clark, your daughter out of order.
See? Yeah. See? Perfect. All right, very good. Elephant Boy, good. All right, let me get to Elephant Boy real quick. Bring him in here.
You got to preface this a little bit.
Okay. Here's Elephant Boy.
No. Why is he here?
Oh, okay. So Elephant Boy came on our show yesterday. I don't know if you heard it. Probably you did. Hey, Elephant Boy. Oh, look how handsome you are. You dressed up. Have you met her yet, Jillian? Oh, okay. So anyway, Elephant Boy is, Elephant Boy's real horny like every guy, and it's hard for him to get girls because he talks funny.
And he needs this show.
Right. He needs this show to get girls. Let's be honest.
Yeah, like I said, if you go off the air, I will be ruined.
I know.
He's lobbying harder than anyone to keep you on.
So, look at Billy just waiting to do that impression.
I just dig him.
Yeah. Oh.
He's studying
You
him.
go off the air, my life is ruined.
So,
like I say.
Anyway, well, like last week, one of our interns named Jillian she was on a blind date, and I guess her date was blind because
He was really blind.
According to her, he ran her over with his car.
Backed over her.
Yeah, she got out of the car to say goodnight. She walked behind the car. He backed over her and then went over her again, going forward because he didn't know what he ran over.
This softened Elephant Boy's heart.
So Robin was giving Jillian a hard time.
Excuse me?
Yes, Robin was giving Jillian a hard time.
I do believe you called her back in here.
No,
I only
called her
talked to you.
Yeah. Anyway, so, because it was an incredible story and everything, but Jillian's doing better. And Elephant Boy heard the story, and he felt like he should call Jillian and ask her for a date because he felt that they had something in common, right?
Yeah.
What did you two have in common?
With both was on the air, I got ourselves humiliated on the air.
Right.
Why would he choose that word?
Humiliated? You were both made fun of on the air.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it goes with the territory.
Right.
And that's what should bring you two together.
Right. So Elephant Boy felt he had something in common with Jillian, that they'd both been humiliated on the air.
Relationships have been based on flimsier.
Right. So Elephant Boy wrote her a love letter, which Jillian happened to give right to me. And it was the top 10 reasons. Elephant Boy wrote her the top 10 reasons why you should go out with me.
None of which made sense.
None of them made sense. And you couldn't even read it in the chicken scroll that it was written on. He writes like he talks.
And he wrote it on like a torn up piece of paper.
So I said to Elephant Boy, if you want to come in and ask Jillian out, fine. I have no problem with that. And Jillian didn't have any problem. So Jillian, would you come in and meet the Elephant Boy?
She hasn't met Elephant Boy either.
I don't know. Has she ever seen you? Well, she must have seen you on our videos and stuff.
I have no idea.
She's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
I hope she's never seen him.
You never saw Elephant Boy? Oh, you're in for a treat, Jillian. You never saw Elephant Boy? Oh, Elephant Boy looking you over.
Okay, nice to meet you.
She has the cast because she was run over.
I apologize for the...
Jillian, there he is in all his glory. Look at him, licking his chops. Don't think it's going to be that easy.
No?
The last guy had to run her over.
That pops out right in his forehead.
What was that, Robin?
Look at that vein that pops out right in his forehead.
Yeah, what's that all about? It's like Herman Munster. Aneurysm. Look at him. Calm down. Oh, he's all nervous. That's how you act in front of girls? Your veins pop out of your head?
Believe me, it's something I cannot control.
Yeah, obviously. There's a lot you can't control.
He's going through a transformation.
Jillian, obviously, here's a guy who heard you over the air, heard your plight.
Heard me be humiliated, I guess.
That's right.
Your exact words.
Exactly, humiliated. How are you feeling, by the way?
I'm feeling much better.
You are much
thank
better?
you. Yes.
Your arm is still in the cast,
My
though.
arm is still in cast, my leg is, and I am considering taking appropriate legal action, I guess.
Oh, really? Oh. That poor guy.
Yeah, exactly. My father's a lawyer, so believe me, he's the dollar sign.
So I
Boy,
see.
this will be the most expensive date I've ever been on.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know he hasn't even called?
Really?
Nope. I don't know if he listens to the show, but he hasn't even called since then.
What do you think of that, Elephant Boy?
That guy is an a-hole.
Right.
Keep it
Kind of
short
know.
and sweet.
Elephant Boy, Jillian, obviously I am a fan of amour, love. I started the original dating game back many years ago, Robin. As far as we can remember, I set up lesbians. I set up all kinds of different people on dates. I set up Fred with his wife. I'm always into love, amour. Amour is what makes the world go round. Amour, sweet, sweet love.
And the smell of love is in the air.
The smell of... Oh, no, I think Elephant Boy didn't shower.
That's not love.
Did you shower last night?
Yes, I did.
You did? You look handsome. He's not a bad-looking guy.
You look very nice. To be honest, I've never seen you before. I didn't know what to expect, and I'm, you know.
Still miss that hunk.
On his face?
Is that patch of hair still there?
Let me see.
Yeah,
Why when you shave?
I thought God was there because when I finished,
You must shave with a turtleneck on.
The side of Elephant Boy's neck has these long, scraggly hairs.
Could it be that it grows?
I don't want to see.
You think it grew overnight? What is he, the fly? No, but Elephant Boy, do you have a phobia about shaving off those hairs? Do you think they're sexy?
Is that a good look?
No. I thought that this morning I shaved everything.
Wow, but look at this right here. Do you feel it?
Yeah, sorry.
It's a big fuzzy bunch of hair. And you know what's funny about that? How long have you been growing that mustache?
It's the same.
Not too long.
No, how long have you been growing that?
For like a couple of months.
Oh my God, there's nothing there.
I know.
It looks like a piece of dirt. Shave it off. Do you think it makes your nose look smaller?
I have no people. I got compliments.
Oh, come on.
From who?
Some people.
That mustache is ridiculous. Do you like his mustache?
Well, as far as the hairs go, I can just say he looks very good from this side. So
Right.
we'll just keep him at that.
Right.
I would keep on my left side.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And the mustache, to be honest, didn't know what that was at the first.
Well, you know what's funny? The thing on the side of his neck. Oh, I had to bleep it.
One word you can understand.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that.
Said it perfectly.
Excuse me.
No, Elephant Boy's hairs are longer on his neck than they are on his mustache, and then he used the S word.
Yeah.
Anyway, Elephant Boy, I don't want to embarrass you in
got a
front of your
haircut,
girlfriend.
didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You went out and got a haircut last night?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very sweet. I appreciate it very much.
Oh, thank you. Love talk. But he's not an unattractive guy. Is
No,
he?
not at all. Not at all.
You feeling anything about him? What do you feel? Be honest.
I would have to get to know him.
Get on the mic.
I would have to get to know him. I
That's going to be a
I
treat.
base things a lot more on the person inside.
Yeah.
You know,
I got news for you. It's pretty scary what's inside.
Don't listen to him.
But that's what I base it on a lot more than
Right.
than exterior appearances.
I see.
No, I mean he's not an eyesore.
You got a shot.
Yeah.
Wait till she hears his personality. It's a house of horrors.
No, but you sound very sweet. You sound very sweet.
He's a sweet man. I mean, do you want to say something to Jillian? Would you like to now ask her out formally? Or I don't want to get in the way of love. I love love.
Right.
I really do.
Do
Go
your
ahead.
thing, Elephant.
I'm a romantic. Robin knows it. Go ahead. We're not here. I'm embarrassed to listen. Go ahead. I'm just going to go over here.
Right, I might just rip my clothes off at any given moment. So.
No, I don't think anybody expects that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Lay on the chart.
I'm just,
Look at her.
I was going to say, he's looking at Howard.
I think he's asking me
I
out.
was going to say, maybe I should leave.
Right.
No. I'm just saying, I feel the same way as you. Let's have this one night out together.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like I said, nobody's listening.
No.
So let's spend this one night out where we have a nice time together, and then from then on, you know what's happened.
Look at Jillian laughing.
Yeah.
How are you going to get through a night with him?
I'm laughing.
Hey, making your girl laugh is not a bad
Humor
thing.
is humor.
Yeah, but he's not going for humor.
I
humor.
No, I would first of all, I would love to go out with you.
Wow,
But
very
I just want to be honest and say, you
want to have first.
Are you doing it out of pity?
No, not at all. I don't do anything out of pity. But I will say, my last experience was not a great one, and I wouldn't say I'm looking for
romance.
I'm looking. I always.
In other words, you're not spreading your legs for this guy under any circumstances.
I'm not
on the first date.
Not on the first date. Not on any date.
That's my sentiments exactly.
That's your same sentiment.
Exactly.
If the day would be too loose for me.
Can he expect a goodnight kiss, or he can't even expect that?
He can expect, yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Will you ever go to second base on the first date?
I would see how the date went.
Light petting.
What? When is this date going to happen?
Would there be light petting if he pays?
To be honest with you, I didn't know that he pays.
Well, if he pays for the date.
Right. If he doesn't run me over, that's worth a lot of points. No vehicular homicide. That's great.
Do you want to heal first, or are you going to take this date imminently?
To be very honest with you, I didn't know he was coming in until about an hour ago.
That's right.
So, I appreciate it. I think it's very sweet, and I look forward to going out with you because I look forward to meeting you and getting to know you better.
I know.
Romance.
I know that your heart ain't come for your wants to hit physically, but remember this: if you fall off a horse, best thing to do is to get right on.
That is very.
Isn't it funny with Elephant Boy? Like you only catch the last couple of words.
Yeah.
No, just the
Whatever
one.
he said before, just don't even bother about it.
I caught the thing about.
Yes. I don't know what he was saying before.
What a rap you've got, pal.
But I can tell the sincerity in his heart.
No, he is sincere.
Now, what
I like
thing
Elephant
would you
Boy.
like to, what do you talk about on a date, Elephant Boy?
You know what this reminds me of? I got to tell you something. You know what? Before we get to that, this reminds me. Did you see the movie Elephant Man?
Yeah.
Remember at the end, he became famous Elephant Man?
Right.
And he was with the actress, a beautiful actress. Anne Bancroft walks in the room and says, I would love to go out with you. I will go. And he goes, with me? And he goes, yes, I would go out with you to the theater. Oh! He goes, oh! I got to get a tape of that.
We just saw it reenacted.
You're so kind. So kind. So kind. Oh! Wow, this is real romantic. Now, what are you going to talk about on the date? What topics? What are your interests? What are your interests, Jillian?
What are my interests?
Yeah, so Elephant Boy can prepare.
I'm interested in everything. Music, politics, anything.
What type of music you like, Elephant Boy?
Anything.
Anything?
Yeah.
Oh, it should be an exciting conversation.
I like anything.
Robert, we're happy for you.
I like that, too.
I just look forward to getting to know him and just the real him.
I wonder if there's anything to know.
You know, for years we have been avoiding getting to know him.
Well, your passion is watching guys in tights wrestle each other, right?
That's right. Did you know he was a wrestling fan?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he loves wrestling. He loves to hang out with wrestlers.
Well, I like women better than wrestling.
But you could look forward to spending a lot of nights in one of those arenas.
Yeah. Why don't you take her to a wrestling tournament? Where are you going to take her? I got to hear what the date is going to be. Where are you going to take her?
We don't have no idea. I'm planning to take her one of those theme restaurants like Planet Hollywood, Hardy Davidson Cafe, Jekyll Hyde. You know, one of those nice places.
Right.
I have no idea what I say.
Jekyll and Hyde?
Yeah. And one of those theme restaurants.
I see.
And then we see like a movie. And
Hey, what kind of movie are you into?
Yeah, what type of film?
What do you want to see?
Oh, you're very easy.
I don't want to say what kind of movies I'm into.
Why don't you go see that movie?
It's a source of merriment.
Oh, really? Why? What are you into?
Her favorite movie of all time is Billy Madison.
Oh, you're kidding.
I like Tommy Boy. I'm very into really silly humor.
And you guys should go see a sexy movie like Striptease.
Yeah. So, you know, I really want to see that.
Yeah, with Elephant Boy. Don't get too worked out. Elephant Boy.
Howard, I don't want to ruin Elephant Boy's days, but, you know, Jillian earlier this morning did sort of almost accept a date from Captain Jenks.
Oh, really?
You're kidding.
She's going to date the whole audience.
She's going to date the wet pack.
He called.
He always feels in competition with Elephant Boy.
He called to talk to Gary, and he said, I can't believe you're going to date Elephant Boy. And I said, well, I'm looking forward to meeting him. He said, well, if you would date him, you would definitely date me, as long as you don't mind someone who's a little short. I said, well, I honestly don't remember if I met you. And he goes, you couldn't forget me. I was at the birthday show. I said, well, I was at the birthday show, and I
forgot.
Don't remember.
I forgot you.
I said, but when you come to New York, I said, I would love to meet you.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at Elephant Boy. You know, Elephant Boy, that Captain Jenks always goes after every girl that you go after.
What is it with you two?
Yeah, really.
No, I'm the one that comes up with the ideas. He copies.
Right. Well, there you go. All right. Why don't you take it to like a piano bar and sing songs to it? That's a good date. That's romantic.
No, I promise her I won't want to insure her, and that includes her ears.
Whatever. What do you say, Robin?
He promises that he won't injure her, and that includes her ears. I'll come on the date and interpret.
Robin, will you be coming to interpret?
Elephant Boy, when you're on a date, you don't mind if a girl asks what, you know, and says, could you repeat that? Because you do speak a foreign language.
Like the U.S.
Yeah. Power of babble.
I'm sure once she knows me, she will begin to understand me.
Right.
You know what you need, Howard? At the UN, they have those earpieces. And there's somebody whispering in the guy's ear.
Elephant Boy just said. We got to try that.
As soon as you get to know me, you got very good. You could
you get to go on a date.
Maybe just to have a whole little TV with with whatever I said on the bottom
Maybe
of the screen.
Jillian should have her own little TV on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, I see. Like the little person in the bubble in the corner.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Well, Elephant Boy, congratulations on landing a date with Jillian. Wow.
Congratulations.
I don't know what a I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a step. It's better than sitting home with his mom.
For Elephant Boy, this is major.
Yeah, this is major. He hasn't been, I don't know if you're just being kind because you're on the air or what, but this is a big thing for him.
And let me say, Jillian, it wouldn't be good to do that to Elephant Boy. That has happened to him before.
What?
We've had women come up just to get on this show.
Right.
And accept dates with Elephant Boy, and then
you think she might be doing it out of pity?
He spends the rest of several months calling them on the phone and not getting any answers.
First of all, I don't want to be. After my last experience, I've had enough.
You had a bad time the last time.
I've had enough being on the air. But no, first of all, I don't do anything out of pity. I got a couple of cards, and
You're accepting all days.
No, no, not at all. This is actually the only one that that has ensued, and I wouldn't do anything out of pity. I'm being honest. Am I looking for romance right now? No. I mean, I was really screwed over last time.
If Brad Pitt came in, though, you might be looking for romance.
Well,
yes, all right,
is Brad Pitt coming in?
No. All right,
but you weren't screwed over; you were run over.
Well, but it hurts my pride as well, and I looked forward to meeting you, and I'm glad we did. And I'm not.
It's not a good, easy thing for a girl to admit that she's been run over on a date.
Yeah, and I'm certainly not proud of it.
Yeah, it's nothing you want to tell everybody. Right.
But I'm not looking for a new relationship. But I look forward to meeting you, and whatever happens, happens. I give no false promises. But certainly not.
In other words, sex. You're not feeling overwhelmed by him physically.
So when can we expect this date to happen?
Yeah, Elephant Boy, ask her out officially. Go ahead.
You like to go out with me?
I would love to.
Whatever day.
Why don't you pick a day?
Okay.
Robin, please let the guy operate, will you?
He doesn't act like
don't
a
emasculate him.
Okay. What you? Stop, Robin. What about tonight? Oh, dumb move.
No, it's not. It's not. During the week is a little difficult because
what
I have to get up.
Friday, Elephant Boy?
Process it.
Don't coach him. It's funnier.
It just so happens this Friday and Saturday I can't. I'm working. I'm babysitting.
Okay.
But I would love to soon, and we can talk about it.
And Sunday she's washing her hair.
No,
and Monday.
No, I'm not. Friday and Saturday I'm working. I'm free Sunday, and whenever we can work it out.
So
you're free Sunday. She's free.
Sorry, Elephant Boy, go ahead.
I kept having the sunshine in my earphones. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, go ahead, talk,
so
please.
Let's make it Sunday. I would take you to like a nice restaurant in the city, and
you're not going to eat, Elephant Boy, are you? She'll throw up.
I promise not to eat anything twice.
He eats crackers and then starts talking.
Crackers. I want to like big freaking crackers.
Hey, easy. He's going to run you over.
He eats like a tree shredder.
This is how my last date started.
No.
Yeah. Are you going to eat crackers?
No.
Did she accept the Sunday date? I don't know.
You want to make it Sunday?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
You want confirmation? Can we get that in writing, Jillian?
Absolutely.
Because that's a legal binding contract.
Sunday it is.
Yeah, I mean, your father's a lawyer. He could tell you that. Yeah, write it down, please. Yes.
So now what do you do, Elephant Boy?
Now what do you do?
Well, off the air will make
there you go.
Papa arrangement.
There you go.
There is in writing. I will go. All right, very good. Romance is in the air.
We can't wait till Monday to hear about your big date.
I won't be here Monday.
Well, fly in special, will you? Elephant Boy, let me know every detail on Monday. I hope you come in. Jillian, I hope you make a special appeance and tell us how the date went.
I will.
All right, like a love connection.
Like a love connection.
All right, well, it'll be like a post.
Post date. And it'll be good. And if you start to get nervous and sweat and smell, Elephant Boy, take her to the park where she can't smell it.
Yeah, take her to the zoo.
What is it?
Don't eat Mexican. Don't eat taco
I had
chips.
Mexican food.
Right.
I had Mexican
you guys are really scaring me.
And you should be. You should be very afraid.
Jillian, it'll be funny if it's not fun.
Go ahead.
We're ready for our next guest. She's also on a limited.
Of course. Now she's a big star.
Miss Drescher.
I knew her when she was selling croutons. She was here all morning.
She used to wait in the green room all day.
All day. All right. We'll take a break and we'll be back with Fran Drescher, the nanny, right after
get rid of her.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
The call part
Right.
and the tire.
Right.
Oh,
So
man.
it was like boom, boom, boom.
And then, of course, Jillian's up in another category because then Jillian started crying because Robin doubted her story.
Robin doubted.
And Jillian...
Everyone in the room doubted.
I didn't. Jillian and Robin Quiver's producer. You even got a producing credit on this.
Well, I was upset yesterday, and I mean, I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude.
You're not seeing this clearly. This is a wonderfully outrageous story.
It's incredible.
I don't...
Incredible.
Well,
you don't
it's
understand.
not a story, and I'm sorry.
No, it's a story that really happened, but it's in its wild...
I just don't appreciate that
Jillian.
I come in and I...
Howard to Jillian. Wait a second. All that's happened here is we've said, my God, our intern has been hit by a car,
incredible.
and she is here 4 hours later.
I don't understand. I'm not sure what you want me to say, but I just don't
We're just saying it's amazing. That's all.
You can't get upset with us. We're stupid.
That's right. We just can't believe how outrageous this is. We're upset for you. Get you better?
I mean, I'm not interested. I went to school for communications. I'm just interested in learning. I'm not interested in being on the air or anything like
that was Howard who said that.
No, I just thought maybe you... No, it's exciting to be on the air, true?
I went to school not to be on the air. I didn't do that. I went to school for communications, and it's not...
I'm just saying, it's a wildly outrageous story that we're exploring. We're fascinated with it.
Well, I appreciate that, but it just makes me really upset.
I think Fred went to the same school as Jillian. He went to a school not to be on the air. I haven't heard from him in months. Anyway, let me open up the envelope.
That school was really good. Who won? I wonder. What an incredible category.
If Jillian doesn't win, I'm giving up. Although Stuttering Vic was pretty good this year. That was a good story.
Well, Basil went to jail for it.
Basil did go to jail, and Gambling Dan did gamble away his tuition.
Dan is still gambling.
I know it. The winner is Jillian. Jillian won. That was the best.
It was a shame that other people had to be nominated in that category.
Excepting is Jillian. Who, by the way, is going out with Elephant Boy this weekend, I think.
That's right. I think they have a Sunday date.
Jillian, you've taken the F-Emmy. Congratulations. Even though you went to college not to be on the air.
Now, which performance is she winning for?
She won for the second performance where she started getting upset.
I was listening to it inside. I was nauseous.
Just to refresh everyone's memory, Jillian was out on a blind date. You never even met the guy before, right? It was a real true blind date. She set up through a friend, and believe it or not, I believe it, by the way, Jillian.
No doubters in this room anymore.
Not anymore. Set us straight. Jillian walked behind the car. If I'm wrong, stop me. You walked behind the car backed up. Was he going fast?
No, it's not very fast.
Right. Backed up, knocked you down. The tire went over you. And then, because he didn't know what he hit
and then moved forward.
And went over you again.
Exactly.
Breaking your arm and your leg.
Yes.
Wow.
There you go.
And since then, I've gotten such wonderful opportunities. I get to go out with Elephant Boy on Sunday.
Yeah, now, wait a second. Let me give you an update on this.
Yes, there's some more information.
Well, Elephant Boy was upset that Jillian was upset.
About what?
About you and challenging her story. Which, by the way, I always did believe.
Right.
It was Robin.
And Robin and I have since, they keep saying Robin and you were at odds. We've since made up like 10 minutes after.
Yes,
so.
Did you get the full story and you're okay? You're satisfied now?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Robin was concerned because you went to the doctor, if I remember correctly, and she felt you got out of the doctor's office too quickly for someone who had been run over by a car.
Just out of concern, I believe.
That absolutely. I was just checking. You know how my mind works.
Exactly.
I'm a news person.
I thought about it. Jillian got hit by the car at 10 o'clock. By 10:30, you were in the doctor's office. At 10:30, the guy x-rayed. Maybe better not go through this. All I know is we were out by midnight. The guy worked fast, but listen.
He was good.
Let's not go through it again. He was fast.
I was going to say, I'm getting a little teary-eyed again.
All right, take it easy. All right.
And notice who's questioning. See, it's not
No,
me.
I'm not questioning.
The man who says he always believes.
Right, exactly.
I always did believe. Was it daylight savings time when you were in the doctor's office?
Did it change? Give you a couple extra.
You might have picked up an hour. You don't realize it. Let me say something, Jillian. So Jillian was on the air crying and upset, and she'd been through a rough night.
Sure.
And Elephant Boy heard it. He came to your honor. He came to your rescue. He said, Jillian, I want you. I want to take you out on a date.
Somehow he felt compassion and sort of commiseration because he's been through this.
And it's hard for a lady to take Elephant Boy up on a date because of his unusual speech pattern.
But I thought he was sweet, and he was very sincere, and if people warned me, but I said, you know what? There's nothing wrong with giving it a try.
Her mother.
Who didn't warn me?
Yeah, right. So anyway, Jillian agreed to a date with Elephant Boy.
The one thing Elephant Boy did say was that he has never caused bodily injury.
So listen to this.
What?
Gorillo's sitting at home last night, and Gorillo's buddy calls him. Gorillo says, hey, I just got a call from Elephant Boy. Now, Jillian and Elephant Boy are due out Sunday. They're supposed to go out Sunday. Elephant Boy calls Gorillo's friend and he says, could I borrow the keys to your apartment?
What?
Yeah. So the guy goes, why? He goes, because I'm going to get laid on Sunday.
Oh, my. No, he did not do that.
Now I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
going.
did.
Are you?
Yeah. So word got
I'm
back to
not going
Jillian.
now because that is so...
But how do you know he did it? We have to find him.
have to verify.
Yeah, but why would they lie?
Gorillo, come in here. Let's
That
get
just
this straight.
doesn't sound like Red to me.
No. He's that confident.
Never.
I mean, and she's going out with him out of mercy. What is it, Gorillo? What's the story?
Well, my friend, this actually, he didn't even wait for after the show. It was early in the morning.
Right.
He called him, like, I guess after he got here and went to work.
Yeah.
It was still fresh in his mind. He called him
your friend
up.
has his own apartment?
Yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, hello, Matt, I want to know, can I borrow your apartment? Yeah, I'm going to get laid this weekend. I don't want, I'll clean the sheets. I'll get new sheets for you.
Oh, my goodness. Come on.
You want to call my friend? You can ask him.
He'll actually he'll buy new sheets?
Yeah, he said,
I'll let him use my
I'll
house.
give you money, and, you know, it'll be okay, but I'm going to get laid from the girl Jillian from the House Stern show.
He really said that?
Yeah, I have to go by what my friend says. I believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure he said
horrid.
Sunday? Maybe a different girl.
No. I wish it was. I really do. I feel kind of bad.
Well, why? I mean...
I feel bad that he would just say that about, like, automatically thinking that Jillian's just going to give it up for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's awfully confident.
And he
isn't
just blew a date,
Did
too.
he fall on his head or something?
I mean, that can't
Haven't
be...
he listened to himself?
Sure it was Elephant Boy?
Can you mistake the voice? Come on.
I'm trying to get Elephant Boy on the phone, but I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I can't track him down.
He's out buying condoms.
Yeah, get that.
If in fact that is true, the date is over.
Well, let me ask you something.
The date is over, and my
Can I ask you a
perception of
question?
men will just go right down into the toilet.
Don't let it go down the toilet because...
Elephant Boy's hardly a man.
Yeah. But let me say something.
Yeah.
Let's just say, in Elephant Boy's defense, let's just say, put the mic in front of your face. Let's say in Elephant Boy's defense, he's saying, okay, look, let's say I take Jillian out to lunch. We go to a movie or something. She says, look, Elephant Boy, I'm really getting horny here. I'm getting hot. I mean, that could happen. I mean, I doubt it.
Boy,
but
are you optimistic?
Anything could happen.
And all of a sudden he says, I don't have a place to take you. I live with my mother. I mean, so maybe he's just trying to prepare in case you do get horny.
Yeah, but I think during the nature of our conversation, it was very obvious. We were two people who were meeting each other that might
what
have
girls
something in common. I think I was very clear that wasn't going to happen.
So what girls say?
You're reaching.
The guys.
There was no chance that was going to happen.
You don't know.
You know what? I'm a guy. I used to do that stuff. I'd always have a contingency plan in case the girl looked like she was ready for
Yeah,
it.
well, you
gotta
don't
be optimistic.
call and
Yeah.
make sure the word gets back to Gorilla.
Yeah, that's kind
But
of
you know
weird.
what? He specifically said yesterday, if she was someone who was so loose, I wouldn't be interested anyway. So I think it was quite clear yesterday
Yeah.
that it wasn't going to happen.
Right.
If it is true that he said that, that's disgusting. And all men are assholes. Sorry.
It's all right. You caught yourself.
Sorry.
That's all right. You caught yourself.
And then my perception of finding a decent person is just over, if that in fact is true.
Oh, God.
Over. I will become a
It
nun.
doesn't rest with
You know what?
Yeah.
Fred can't help just thinking like every other guy.
Yeah. Hey, Grillo, can you get your friend on the phone at least?
Yeah, I can
All
try.
right. Okay. Go ahead. Go track him down.
Find Elephant Boy? That's amazing.
Elephant Boy's probably on his way to work, and as Jackie said, he is out buying condoms.
He's probably buying love oil right now.
Yeah, but can I be honest with you?
And edible candy.
I know this is hearsay. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
You did not do this.
No, in all seriousness, like when I was in college, I always had a contingency plan. Even when I was in high school, I'd make sure my mother was
On the
working.
first date.
Yes, absolutely. I always had a plan. Just in case the girl got into it. You never know. How many dates did I ever go on? But I had a few.
Then she thinks that you're a loser.
I dated this girl from another town over in high school, right? I went out with her. It's the first time I was going out with her, but she seemed kind of hot to trot. I made sure my mother was out of the house. I brought her over. I opened up my old man's liquor cabinet. I got her loaded on apricot brandy, and I gave her some pot out in the garage so my parents wouldn't come home and smell the pot.
How well did you know the girl?
I'd met her twice. Met her
See?
at a party.
All right.
And I went out with her.
Different time.
And she was all liquored up and everything. She said she didn't want to do anything. Took her up to the bedroom. I got her pants off and did her. She went home crying, but I did her. I got her. What? Is that your buddy?
Yeah, it's Matt.
Matt?
Who's Matt, by the way?
Matt was an intern here. He used to work with Bill Cates.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's how he knows Elephant Boy?
Yeah. Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, Matt. So what happened? What time did Elephant Boy call you?
About 9 o'clock.
Wow, he had hardly gotten out of here.
You mean 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
And he called you, and what did he say?
I need to use your apartment on Sunday night. I'm getting some action.
Come on, are you serious?
Swear to God.
He said he's going to get action?
Yeah.
And who was this action with, did he say?
Jillian.
Hey, the guy's got a contingency plan. I don't think that's wrong.
You know what?
I do.
You know what? I won't even put it badly because I think he's a sweet guy. Let me just say, if that was his intention, then he had a wrong perception of what I felt the evening was going to be. Okay? I'll say it as nicely as I can.
Hey, that's the age-old problem between men and women.
They always misunderstand.
There's always
that.
a difference in perception of what the evening's going to be.
There was a very big miscommunication and what was going to happen. The equal was what do you think's going to happen?
You know what's funny about it? That he's had a hard time with women. That he was that confident. You know what I mean? Like, is he?
You must have been very nice to him.
I was going to say I've had a hard time with men, but that's not what I expected.
But can you imagine how rejected he must get if Jillian's very casual? Oh yes, I'd like to go out with you. Makes him think he's going to get laid.
It's unbelievable. Like I was always insecure about women. I would never think I was going to get laid, but I always would have a little plan in mind. I would. If I were you, I'd call the guy who ran over you with the car and go back right now.
He doesn't look so bad anymore, but unfortunately, since I've already taken legal action, I think that would be
that's kind of a moot question.
Well, no.
I've resigned myself. I'll just concentrate on my studies.
That's a smart woman.
Could he possibly look to ending the legal action if, some romance?
Yeah.
No, I would just have to say no.
Pretty much over.
Exactly. Unless I find a really great guy who's...
An Elephant Boy wasn't even... embarrassed calling you?
I've never heard. I just can't imagine him being such a masher.
Man, I can't believe it.
If in fact, Matt, you're saying this is definitely true.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we got to talk to Elephant Boy.
Right.
Later in Elephant, can we reach him at work?
Yeah.
All right. Later when he's in his office, we have to get to his
office.
Right.
Hello, you reached the office of Elephant Boy. Please leave a message on my email.
His cubicle.
He offered my friend money.
Did he? How much did he offer you?
1/30th of my rent.
1/30th?
Take your rent and divide it into a 30th, and I'll take care of you.
So what'd you tell him? Did you tell him to get out of the apartment?
I said I charge by the hour. I charge for...
Did he say something about the sheet?
What's that?
Did he say something about the sheet?
I didn't even want to think about it.
Oh, wait, here's Elephant Boy. Oh, wait, I got him. Hey, Matt, hold on.
All right.
Elephant Boy.
Howard, I have they said to be a parasite of the story. I told Matt I was scared when I said that and not to be taken seriously.
Oh, wait a second. It's hard to understand you. Let me understand. You asked Jillian out here on the radio yesterday.
Yeah, I'm very serious in that. I'm not, and it just would be like a dad. I'm not expecting anything more than like a lovely time.
A lovely time. So why did you call Matt and ask?
I was scared with him. I was BS with him.
Why did you call him at 9 o'clock?
I used to tell Matt that I was scared when I said I'm not to be taken seriously.
Did he say that, Matt?
I did.
I might have missed it.
It's hard to know when Elephant Boy's being sarcastic.
Yeah, I was.
I don't understand something. You called up Matt after you were on the show.
Oh, yeah, listen to that, yeah.
And the joke was you called him up and asked him to use the apartment
because I know they live in the city. I mean, I would not go to it. The thought of it is preposterous.
Well, I don't understand something.
No, it's the thought of it.
Who are you, Joe? I don't understand.
I was shocked with Matt. I'm good friends with Matt, and I was shocked with him.
Elephant Boy, how could you
if you told me that I was only kidding.
You finally get a girl to go out with you.
Yeah.
You finally get a nice, lovely girl to go out with you.
Yeah, she is very lovely.
Yes, and you finally get somebody to go out with you, and then you have to start making phone calls and acting like a big shot.
Matt is right. If I'm good outside, I should kick myself in the pants for that.
Right. I mean, you finally got a date.
I don't trust nobody no more.
And then right away, you with Matt on the phone, you're saying, "Hey, Matt, I need an apartment. I'm going to get laid."
Yeah.
But let's face it, you weren't kidding around that much. I mean...
No, I was kidding. I said to Matt I was kidding. And if he asked is BS.
Matt, did you think he was kidding?
I really was not sure of that, no.
All right, let me ask a question. Was there any arrangement made for key transfer or anything?
No.
We didn't go into depth.
He didn't go into depth.
But he had made a money arrangement, and he said he was...
What money arrangement?
1/30 of the rent.
We're hanging out on, like, Friday.
Oh, no. That was... I almost caught. That's it. I was talking, stupid with him. If you thought I was serious, Matt, you're a bad choice of character.
Oh, the thought went through his mind.
Yeah.
He was already setting it up.
He was joking, but he was like, hey, if the guy picks up on it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Has he ever made this call to you before, Matt?
Nah.
No, because he was unusual.
Matt, was anything else discussed?
As far as Sunday night?
No, just anything in general.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Well, we're hooking up on we're getting together on Friday night.
You can forget a Friday, backstabber.
Oh. I told you I'd get you out of that, Matt.
Hey, Jillian.
Elephant Boy.
Excuse me. Robin, let Jillian speak to Elephant Boy about this.
All right,
it's
let's
not
get
our
out of
place.
it again,
Let the two lovebirds.
Okay, I'll have to speak to her privately.
No. Go ahead,
Okay.
Jillian.
Julie, are you there?
I'm there. Hi, how are
Julie,
you?
I'm sorry. I guess I have diarrhea of the mouth. I was getting like two guys get around. And if you thought I should be taken serious, I really apologize. I really am serious on this that we do nothing to ruin our chances together. I know where we at. I will always respect you on such account.
Well, what do you think of that, Jillian? That was a mouthful.
Do you understand what I say?
I understood what you said.
Really? Then you win another F-Emmy.
To put you into this embarrassed situation.
She just won 2 F-Emmys. Wow.
I'm
he's being very sweet. You should let him in your pants.
First of all, Fred, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fred, I do believe it was wrong for you to have this conversation with this friend of yours. Two guys kidding around at Jillian's expense.
Right.
Who knows what you would have done afterwards? You could have had a nice date on Sunday and then called Matt and made up stories about what happened then.
Well, it's the same thing like when you was young, Robbie, you probably talk about boys, whether you do them or not.
I think you're very sweet and sincere, and I told you that yesterday. That
I think the same way for you. I just have, a big mouth, so let me apologize. I'm sorry to put you through this embarrassment again. That's why I didn't want you.
I thought you were the guy who was going to embarrass Jillian.
I didn't want you. It doesn't mean you're not difficult to get.
Well, Elephant Boy's real horny, man. He wants to
I'm not horny.
For you and Matt.
I am not.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think you're very sincere. I will say, you know that I suffered a lot of humiliation. I was crying. And for you to turn around less than an hour after.
He exercised
okay,
about an hour.
Afternoon.
The afternoon.
Yeah.
No, he says 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock you were on the phone already.
Regardless,
Okay.
I mean...
He exercised poor judgment.
Okay, please give me
You want to go out
another
with somebody with
chance.
poor judgment?
Oh, man. Poor Elephant Boy.
Poor
What was that?
Jillian.
Please give me another chance. I need to get laid.
Stop, Steve.
I need to borrow the keys to your car.
See? Matt knows the routine.
So, Elephant Boy, first of all, you could do her in the car. You don't have to take her to the car. If you're going to get lucky,
It won't happen.
I see. So you said, in other words, I think I understand what Elephant Boy's saying. In his defense, talking to the guy, he's probably, after he's been on the air, he's making a little
like
joke.
A big
I was
Feeling like a big
too good for
man.
myself. I got big head.
Big man on campus.
Yeah.
Got himself a date. Jillian, obviously, it is your decision. Will you maintain the date with Elephant Boy? Are you willing to forgive, or are you going to call it quits?
Please.
Are you on your knees, Elephant
What do you
Boy?
guys think?
Well, you want us to take a studio vote?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I'll go with the studio
vote.
Wait a minute. I would be helped by some more begging.
You would?
Yes.
All right, Elephant Boy, go ahead.
For things I do, actually, as I said before, I make a big mistake in judgment, and I will honor your wishes. I won't think any less of you, whatever decision you make. I'm just saying, if you call by this big mistake I make, he will pay dividend later on.
He's a regular Sir Walter Elephant Boy. Well, Robin, since you are very vocal on this, I'll allow you the first vote. How would you vote? Jillian, obviously.
You might want to leave me for last. I'm weighing this last begging.
Exactly. I'm very torn. I mean, I think Fred, I think you're a sweetheart, and I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was looking forward to.
Well, maybe you ought to take the first vote, Jillian. How are you feeling?
No, I think I'll go with everybody else.
Really?
Yeah, I'll leave it up to
I'll
everybody.
listen to that second min heart.
I'm going to tell you something. I like Elephant Boy. I understand. I'm going to tell you
I
this.
can't believe a guy who has this much trouble dating takes it for granted. I'm
Yeah,
very disappointed
exactly.
in
That
you.
was my problem. I took it for granted, and
Elephant
it
Boy.
was so off.
Elephant Boy does have trouble communicating, as we know.
Yeah, no, but
I'm
not
gonna tell you this.
not when I'm kidding or
May I vote? May I vote? May I vote?
Yes.
Thank you. Here's what my vote is. Like King Solomon, I always have an answer.
Throw away the baby or cut the baby.
My feeling is this. First of all, Elephant Boy did not lie yesterday. He's lying today.
What?
Number one.
I'm not lying.
Number one. No, look, what? You didn't hear my vote.
Okay.
He was calling the guy for the apartment. I don't
No, I wasn't.
this is my vote.
Let
me finish. You better let me
The
finish.
jury, the victim or the defendant is never in the jury room. Be quiet.
Yeah. Being a guy, I don't find anything wrong with a guy saying, hey, in case Jillian wants to get a little romantic.
That's not what he said.
Let me just finish. In case Jillian wants to get a little romantic, I might as well have a place to go. Now, Elephant Boy, being a little bit crude, was embarrassed to ask his friend for the apartment. So he just calls up and starts joking around, hoping maybe the friend will pick up on it and say, hey, by the way, Elephant Boy, I will be out of town or whatever it is for the day. You can stop by if you and Jillian feel like being
Elephant
alone.
Boy's laying it on thick that he's getting action.
Right.
This
Now,
is a sure thing.
where Elephant Boy screwed up is when he asked his friend, he starts and he goes, yeah, I'm going to get late. Because, listen, Elephant Boy's had a tough time with interpersonal relationships, so now he's finally got a date. He wants to be a big shot.
All right.
In my heart of hearts, I do feel that Elephant Boy is a sweet guy. He doesn't mean anything. He doesn't mean anyone any harm. He understands that he did wrong. He did wrong. You do not go around saying you're going to get late, even though I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, man, because I was like a Howard.
Because I was as pathetic. I was as pathetic as Elephant Boy.
And you should have been as alone.
Yes, and I was. Okay. So my vote is to forgive Elephant Boy this one time, if you can in your heart.
Boy.
And allow him he's excited, he has a date, and he didn't know how to go about asking for the apartment. And as a result, he made a little bit of a jackass out of himself. Normally, you would have never learned. Normally, you never would have learned about it, but because we have such a network of people who actually spy on each other and rat on each other, that you actually found out about it. My vote would be to give him a chance, but I would understand if you didn't go out with him. But at the same point, I would give him a chance because also he's a very foxy guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you, Howard.
he's a Brad Pitt lookalike.
I want that.
That's my vote to go with Elephant Boy. Now,
Thank you, Howard.
Fred Norris, quickly, we don't need a long explanation, Fred, just
Absolutely.
your vote.
I believe he should go out with her, or Jillian should go out with him with the proviso that there's an expensive dinner involved, some flowers, and
he has to
nothing,
really
not even a goodnight kiss when he puts her in the cab.
Agree.
Unless she wants it.
Unless she wants it.
So
and my guess is she's going to want it after a night with Elephant Boy.
There you go.
So that's another
But
yes.
dinner and flowers. Nothing
Definitely.
Yeah, and
I think they should.
if her legs pop open on the date as a result of your...
He's supposed to turn it down.
Right. He has to turn it down if Jillian rips her clothes up and she's with her legs spread.
I would turn it down.
Really? Really? You will turn it down?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. She's laying on the bed in Matt's apartment.
I have to go in Tashcom's apartment.
I see. You would never go to his apartment. But you're mad at him, right?
I don't know why you're mad at him for what you did.
He should be.
That's the phone call we should hear.
Matt turned them in. Right, Elephant Boy? You can tell Matt off.
No, I was really good. I want, big too much machismo. I got diarrhea of the mouth, and I really apologize, Julian.
Sounds like he has too many diseases for you guys.
He has diarrhea of the mouth, I think he said.
Too much machismo.
Too much machismo. I don't mind diarrhea, but machismo is something I don't want to see.
Okay, that's me.
All right,
it's
Jackie,
not me.
your vote.
It's not me.
They have to go out because this cannot end.
Yeah, right.
Cannot end.
Robin, your vote, please.
I think that Elephant Boy has ruined himself.
Right.
And that he doesn't deserve the
You vote no.
favors of this
Let her vote
wonderful
freely.
young woman because he denigrated her to his friends. I don't care what has happened to him in the past. She had agreed to go out with him. He should honor that and think wonderful things of that. The first thing he does is call his friends and go, hey, I'm going to get laid.
Gary?
I think that she should go out with him because Fred's basically a really good guy. Yeah. And the guy never gets laid, and he probably overreacted because he wanted to be one of the guys, but generally he's not like that.
Exactly. Well, my point is that when something wonderful happened to Elephant Boy, what did he turn into? A monster.
And I'm going to tell you something.
Elephant Boy.
Elephant Boy reacted no differently than any other guy.
Right. Well, then don't go out with anybody.
You'll be a lesbian by the end of the week. All right. Okay, Elephant Boy, the vote is in. There was only one person against you. Again, it was Robin.
I don't know who it was.
It was a close vote. We won't reveal who it was. And I assume your friendship with Matt is over. Am I correct, Elephant Boy?
No, I don't
think it all depends. If it's
he squealed on you.
He's still in the apartment.
I should have known things are okay.
Matt, can he use the apartment on Sunday?
No.
What?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. He will change the sheets if anything happens.
That's very happy because I won't
whatever
be
sheet
there
you want,
Sunday.
Matt. Don't matter.
There you go, Jillian.
It won't matter. That's like a non-factor.
Jillian, you don't know the magic. This guy, you know what he lacks in speech.
You know what's funny?
He almost got gorilla in bed the other night.
you know what's funny? If he brought Jillian back to Matt's apartment, Matt's got the dump. He's got the worst apartment I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's got like.
Jillian, what's the answer? Because you're in the middle of accepting an F-Emmy.
Okay, well, thank you for the F-Emmy, Fred. I'll see you Sunday. Okay.
Thank you,
Very nice. Very nice.
You got Fred.
Fred, you ought to get on the horn, man, and get a better apartment. And call someone who's not associated with the show. No, you're not stupid. You got to have a contingency plan in case Jillian does get in the romantic mood. That's absolutely understandable.
I hope you're not stupid and we don't hear another report about you tomorrow.
Mature date.
What was that?
It would be like a nice mature date if Lonnie Hanover is helping me set up the stage.
Oh, boy.
What did he say?
Lonnie's helping him set up the date.
Lonnie from Scores?
Yeah.
You're really stepping into that romantic side, aren't you?
I'll buy you a lap dance at Scores.
Elephant Boy, I'll go on that date with you. All right, very good.
Thank you, Jillian.
Bye, I'll see you later.
And if by some remote chance you get Jillian in bed, make sure you're good in bed.
You're a lucky man, Elephant Boy.
Deliver the orgasm. Yeah. All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Elephant Boy.
Okay, thank you, Howard.
All right, Jillian, obviously you have your hands full for Sunday.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Matt. He's quite a boy. Well, that was some story. Anyway, you won 2 F-Emmys. One for your intern story. And also one for, what was it the other one for? I know.
Dating Elephant Boy.
Just for Dating Elephant Boy, you won an F-Emmy already.
For understanding what he said.
Jillian, I hope the date actually is fun. I think he's basically a good guy. You don't
It'll be very interesting. It'll be something I've never tried before, and that's great.
And Jillian is a very dating an elephant. Jillian's a very respectable gal, and she will go for no nonsense.
Exactly.
If Elephant Boy lays a hand on you, you may leave immediately. I hope you know.
Well, I was just thinking like him, I got fiberglass on.
Very
no
good.
problem.
Jillian, congratulations on your F-Emmy. We will miss you. Jillian's last day is on Friday.
But I'll be back Monday.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want to hear about the date.
The love dinner.
Stern Show.
All right, I have to bring in, if you were listening to the show last week, Elephant Boy contacted one of our interns and asked her out on a date, and she was gracious enough to accept. I'd like to bring in now Elephant Boy and our intern, Jillian, who went out on a date this weekend because Elephant Boy felt when she cried on the air under Robin's brutal attack.
Oh, here we go with my brutal attack again. Everybody.
Hey, Jillian. Hey, Elephant Boy.
That everyone agreed with me.
Right. Anyway, so Elephant Boy and Jillian did go out. They'd make a nice couple. They do. They make a nice-looking couple.
Did we send a video camera?
Oh. Does a bear make duty in the woods? You two aren't holding hands.
Well, it just so happens I'm on the side where my cast is.
Oh.
Yeah, but we was holding hands yesterday.
Oh, really?
I'm feeling better.
It was a very interesting day.
Oh,
Wow.
We're jumping ahead.
Yeah.
Let's start from the very
Sounds
beginning.
like Elephant Boy won Jillian over.
Oh, boy.
Because, I don't know, Jillian was, I think you were hesitant to go out with Elephant Boy.
Well, you know what's funny is on the car ride there, I re-listened to the broadcast when Matt called in, and I was getting really pissed off on the car ride there. So I was really annoyed by the time I got there.
Elephant Boy, if you remember, maybe you didn't hear the show, Elephant Boy had screwed up. He finally managed to get the date with Jillian. And he called his buddy Matt, who has his own apartment here in Manhattan, and said, Matt, I think I'm going on this date, and I'm going to get laid Sunday.
Matt, I want to borrow the keys to your place because I'm going to get some action.
Yeah. I need a sex palace.
Exactly.
And if I got the console so I can shoot myself.
All right. Okay. Elephant Boy. It's a cousin.
Whatever you just said.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so Elephant Boy was so upset that this word got out that he was trying to get laid. And, of course, Jillian was almost going to cancel the date, but she was won over by Elephant Boy's charms again as he apologized.
Yes, he called in immediately.
Right. Plus, we took an in-house vote. And
I see. Elephant Boy, where did you take Jillian? You were obviously in control of the date. You took control as any man would do.
Well, first I wanted to take out into Central Park on a
jogging because
jogging? No, not jogging.
Come down by the stream. I have a back.
But it was raining, so I have to cancel that. So we went to Mickey Mantles.
Mickey Mantles.
Yeah, it was a nice
sports
place.
bar. There's a lot of guys hanging out there who could have picked up Jillian and left you in the dump.
Yeah, it's a Sunday and football is on.
Yeah.
There was a football game on. I didn't even know.
The chess game, yeah.
Right.
I missed the chess game.
You didn't care. You were so.
I don't care exactly.
Oh, thank you.
You were so into your date with Jillian, you didn't even know there was a game on.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's a manhole worship here, that's for sure.
There you go.
Right.
Every woman wants to be worshipped.
Now, I understand you went to Mickey Mantle's, and because our camera was there, I've learned some things about the date. That Elephant Boy sat down with you at Mickey Mantle's and did OJ impressions. Is that true?
Yes, yes, he did. He did quite a few impressions. He's very talented.
No, you asked me to do that.
Right, well, I'd heard that you. Right, I'd heard that he was known for that.
What is this? Let me hear your OJ impression.
I love to.
Oh, there you go.
OJ with a speech impediment.
Well, I
would love to.
Yeah. I would love to.
But so let me just establish something. They met at the restaurant.
They met at the restaurant.
No, we met in front of K-Rock.
Oh, you met in front
of the radio station.
Right, which he greeted me with flowers.
Yes.
Which was very nice. And we walked to Mickey Mantle's, which was fine, but I had asked him if we could pick somewhere a little closer because since I had a cast on my leg, it was not easy.
How far is Mickey Mantle's?
It's a couple of blocks. I mean, it was no easy walk. And at one point, the light changed, and him and Ganj held each other and ran ahead, and I was just standing alone in the middle of the traffic.
I thought she was wearing a gas when I realized she was a half block away. Oh my goodness!
They were a block in front of me, and I was just hobbling along behind them alone.
So Ganji, who was the cameraman, Ganji and Elephant Boy were half a block ahead of you, and you were walking by yourself.
I was walking along and trying to dodge traffic.
Well, Elephant Boy, you're quite attentive. So those two ditched you.
Yeah, exactly. So at one point I had to grab him and go, wait for me.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so that was the start.
Men are so insensitive.
Exactly.
Well, I understand throughout the whole date that Elephant Boy was looking at Ganji more than you.
No. See, every time he was looking at Ganji to the point where I go, should I leave?
Yeah, right.
Yeah? Because they were talking to each other the whole time. We were talking about relationships. So he's looking at Ganji going, what I'm looking for in a relationship. And I was like, I shouldn't be here.
I was talking to the camera with it too hard.
I see. I see. Well, you got caught up in the show business aspect of it.
So, in other words, Ganji didn't just let them have the date. He was interviewing Elephant Boy all through it?
Well, it seems like Elephant Boy couldn't take his eyes off Ganji.
He was all over Ganji. In fact, I don't know if you heard, and don't get mad at me, but at the end of the day, a nice thing to do is for a woman to say, how much do I owe? And usually the man goes, no, of course not. It's etiquette.
Right. You
so I go, and Ganj got a soda, and and I had like a salad. So Ganj goes, how much do I owe? And I go, how much do I owe? So he goes, Ganj, I'll take care of you.
Right.
Jillian, you can pay the tip.
Oh,
Ganj, you got a free meal, and I paid the tip.
Well, the way I heard it was.
Are you kidding? No, I swear. Ask Ganji.
Elephant Boy on the microphone.
She's right, but I don't want to get into an argument with her. You know,
right.
I never know how to play. I never know how to play it.
All right,
So I was just being nice.
Get on the microphone. Jackie, wake up. There you go, pal. Okay.
I didn't mean nothing, but I didn't know how to play it.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
What I heard happen was Elephant Boy said, no, I will pay the bill. And then Jillian said, no, I'll pay my half, like a Dutch, kind of thing. And Elephant Boy goes, well, no, I'll pay the bill. If you want to, you could play the tip. You have no etiquette.
And then Gans goes, how about me? And
You're a dodo bird.
Don't worry, Gans, I got you.
I got you.
It's all like a soda.
What?
He only orders soda.
Right.
So if Jillian just drinks, you'll pay for it?
Exactly. So basically, Gans was soda, but I paid the tip, which, let me tell you, probably ended up to be a lot more. But
Right. Well,
it was very funny.
Elephant Boy, you're supposed to,
Yeah. Okay, next time I know better.
Wait,
I always learn by my mistakes.
Right.
Elephant Boy.
Yeah.
If somebody...
Her name is Fred now.
If somebody tells you exactly what to do, how can you make such a glaring mistake?
Right.
Oh, because sometimes when they offer,
What did I tell you before you left here?
Wait a second.
What did you tell me?
I said you pick up the tab. You treat her like a lady. You pour it on.
I should treat her like a queen.
Right, so he left me in the middle of the street so far, and I paid the tip.
All right, so
I went back, I was with you.
Well, because I asked you to.
Now, I understand Fred the Elephant Boy still has problems eating. This is what I heard. That,
First of all, when we were ordering, I picked a salad, which is always like a safe woman thing to eat.
Yeah.
And I knew something was going to be weird because he ordered eggs Benedict. Like eggs and cream and,
And let me explain to the audience that Elephant Boy has been out with us before eating, and whenever, like, he goes to Mexican and eats tacos, the tacos spray all over.
I liken it to
tortilla chips. Yeah.
It's like watching, how
wood chipper.
those wood chippers go through trees.
No. Elephant Boy, you ordered eggs Benedict?
I was hungry.
Yeah, but that's
nothing to eat.
Yeah, but that's like a real messy meal.
And tough thing to eat.
He cleaned it up to the point where when the waitress came to take it away, he goes, just one more bite. And we had to wait and watch him scrape the plate.
Oh, he was scraping the eggs and the...
With a piece of bread?
So funny. It was really... I said to him, I go, you must be one confident guy. I said, you don't let anything bother you. I said, that's terrific.
Not even the fact that he never gets sick. It doesn't bother him.
So you ordered eggs Benedict. Now that's like an English muffin with a big egg on it and sauce and sloppy sauce. And how did he eat it? Did he pick it up with his hands?
No.
No, he cut it. And
I heard that when Elephant Boy cuts the eggs Benedict, he cuts it with a knife. And then he takes the fork. Now, most people would take a fork and, eat like this. Elephant Boy takes the fork and holds it like in a fist. And then moves it around to the side of his mouth like this and eats it.
On the other side?
Yeah, on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you know that you do that?
No,
We're going to show it on TV.
We should have brought in some eggs Benedict this morning so I could see that.
Like I eat like an elephant with a trunk.
Like an elephant with a trunk.
And I was trying, you don't look at somebody when they're eating. And then in the middle, he's got this mouthful, and he goes, and I'm not even spewing chunks either.
And when he talked, did he talk with the eggs Benedict in his mouth?
I make sure I did not talk.
Well, he wasn't really talking to me. He was talking to Ganj, so he'd be the one to ask anyway.
What did you say, Elephant Boy?
I wasn't, getting to conversation to after I shower, unless I remember that part.
Right.
He did burp once, though, during the meal.
I did,
and he shit himself.
Some pickers uncontrollable.
What?
I'm not.
Some things are uncontrolled.
Yeah, but there's a way to mute.
I tried to mute it.
I've never burped at a meal like that. That's all I can say.
If I try to guys that,
you know what it's like? It's like watching. You ever see the movie The Fly? Watching the fly eat.
Yes. He's really not human.
Right. So at this point, has the whole Mickey Mantle's cleared out? I mean,
or did they sit you in the back somewhere?
They sat us all the way in the corner.
Right.
And then at one point he wanted the waitress, and he goes, most people just go, she's busy. So he goes, waitress. And everybody turned around and Ganj did that.
I wonder if I have a clip of your date.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. This is it's a short clip. It's 17 seconds. I'm not even sure.
How long did the date last?
Well, one second. Let me play the clip. I don't even know what this clip is.
Yeah.
Baba Booey gave it to me and didn't tell me what it is. Okay, here we go. A clip.
You want to hand me my Taco Bell? How much do I...
This is my day for you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Are you sure?
I told him what you could do, lift the tip.
Okay.
I was being diplomatic. I'm sorry.
That was no argument.
Diplomatic.
Yeah. No, that's not what you call that, Elephant Boy.
From what I mean, it's hard to hear, but I would say that you just said to her, leave the tip.
I don't want to get into argument. I tell you what you can do. I don't want to get into argument with her.
Right. No argument with Gange, though. Gange will go out with him
Next
anytime.
time I know, I apologize.
Well, so the point was that you hardly. You said to her, "Hey, I'll pay. It's my treat." And she goes, "Are you sure?" And you go, "I'll tell you what you can do. You can play the tip."
It was like the old African study routine. Go here, order. No, I better not. Go here, order. No, I have a hammer just slap. Did you just do the whole Abbott and Costello routine? Yeah, it was like an old Abbott and Costello routine.
An Abbott and Costello.
Did you just do an old Abbott and Costello routine? What is the routine again?
It's like they have money to buy one sandwich.
Right.
And Padre ordered the sandwich and Lou ordered nothing. So Abbott ordered it and Lou said to her, "No, I don't want nothing." And Bud calls him, "Go here, order." "No. Come on, it's a restaurant. You put all the food at the restaurant." "Okay, I have a ham and cheese." And there is that.
That is the greatest rendition.
It's like they live.
It's like Abbott and Costello is in the room with you.
I don't see how that relates at all to your situation. Jillian wasn't arguing with you. She said, "Are you sure?" And you said, "Well, you can leave the tip."
All right, Elephant Boy.
And you know what's funny is Gange, I believe, also said, "Are you sure?" He goes, no problem at all.
Elephant Boy, can you do Who's On First for us? The famous Abbott and Costello routine.
I bet you know the whole thing, don't you?
I know for heart of it.
All right, so then how long did the whole date last? It was
about 2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours.
I asked him if we could cut it a little short, and then we get into.
Well, you said you wanted to cut it short because you were starting a new job today.
I was starting a new job, and I wanted to get home and get ready.
Yeah.
So he was like, "No problem."
By the way, the date was in the afternoon, but she had to leave and get ready.
She has a lot of stuff to do before that job.
That's when no wonder he asked her to pay the tip. He knew it was going nowhere.
No, he still doesn't know. It doesn't seem to me.
No. So anyway, so we get in the car, and because he asked me if I would give him a ride to his car, so I said no problem.
Did you run him over?
Well, well, he says to me, he goes, "Let's give Gange. Let's pretend whatever," because Gange was standing outside the car. So I thought he was gonna hug me or something for the camera. His lips locked.
He kissed you?
So of course I got really flustered and I hit the car behind me.
Oh my God!
What's the movement?
Well, when I backed into it, Gange said, "You just banged into that car."
Oh my God! So Elephant Boy leaned over and started kissing you?
Well, I thought we hugged, and I thought he was going to give me a little kiss on the cheek.
Right.
So I just kept turning my head.
Camera was sticking the camera into the car, and
I see.
I just want to make a little show.
You know what? You need a camera 24 hours a day.
You know what he is? He's an opportunist.
Yeah.
He saw that camera.
Without the camera, you wouldn't have made a move.
No, he was very sweet. He was very.
How good a kisser was he?
Well, I turned my head really quickly.
Right.
But it was wet.
It was wet.
It was definitely a wet.
Well, that was from the Eggs Benedict. Elephant Boy, sounds like you really won her charms.
No, I had a really nice time. It was really.
You really won her over, pal.
No, it was a lot of fun. It was really interesting. Yeah.
Yes, for an experiment.
No.
It was a science project.
Let me ask you this: Auntie, would you like to go out with me again?
I would. Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I would. I explained to him that I'm in the process of moving and starting a new job, and I'm not looking right now. But I would get together again.
You would?
Yeah,
so
as a friend, absolutely.
Oh, but you're not interested in him. You're not interested in him romantically.
Let me explain one more thing. He brought up his ex-girlfriend, for the entire course of the day.
Yeah.
And he said to me a few times, I would be with her if it wasn't for the long distance, and if you like me, I won't stay with her. But if you don't like me, I'll go right back to her.
Right.
So it I felt like it was just like an either-or situation. I didn't feel special at all.
Well, you want to know something?
I felt
Elephant
like
Boy.
The difference was I was closer in location.
Elephant Boy, go ahead, respond, but I'll respond also.
That's it, because I know that we want hit off right away. I realized that. That's what I was trying to say. So there's no pressure on you. I'm not looking for you to hit off with.
Right. So there was no pressure on you.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If it came out, if I used the wrong words, then I apologize.
Would you explain that to me?
Elephant Boy's a beaten man. Elephant Boy's beat.
With you, Robin.
No, I want to get. I really want to understand what the hell you're thinking.
He's saying that he is pretty beaten up at this point, and he feels that if she's feeling any pressure to go out with him, that she doesn't have to feel any pressure, because if she don't want to go out with him, he'll go back to his old girlfriend, so she doesn't have to put out. Now, let me tell you what Elephant Boy was doing. Elephant Boy is an honest guy.
Tell me what he's really saying.
I'll tell you how guys think. All right, this chick is definitely not looking at me as desirable, so I'm going to remind her that other women find me desirable.
I've got a woman.
Yeah, I've already gotten laid. I've been in a relationship. Right, so he was like, he was like laying a rap on her.
Guess what, honey?
Hey, guess what, honey? I've got girls. I mean, I don't need you.
Definitely the way to make a woman feel special.
I get laid if I need it.
And it's funny because
Elephant Boy.
I know that's what, I've done that myself. I can't knock him for that.
Look at how successful you were.
Well, I was awful. I was worse off than you. I don't have a speech impediment.
Well, I will tell you, at one point he was giving an analogy, and Ganji and I didn't catch the first part, but the end part was something that he was in bed with Robin.
Right.
So we were all like, what?
I told you on something I said on the show, when I was talking to Matt, and Matt told Cora told you, it came out entirely different. I sense they told the truth. Steve told you the truth of what I said to...
She reminds me of the Addams Family with Cousin Ed.
Yes. I know that.
And I'm the only one who understands it. I'm Gomez. Yeah, I understand. Go ahead.
It's the same thing. If I was talking to a friend, I always listen to the song and say to a friend of mine, every morning I wake up with Robin.
Right.
Now, what does that mean? To them is I'm in bed with Robin and wake up with her? No, I wake up on the radio. She's on the radio.
Why don't you say wake up with Howard in bed?
Like I say, I don't want to come on to you.
No one knows what he's talking about, and I'm not going to explain it.
At this point, you're not even Gomez, right?
Forget it, Morticia. No one understands. Anyway, let me tell you something. Obviously, Jillian was not won over on the date. I can see that she's not looking at you romantically.
She would be another one of your legion of friends.
No, it was a nice date, and I told him, I'll see what happens. Am I planning my wedding? No. But we'll see what happens. I asked him if we could do something again. My treat.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, Fred. Did you like Jillian?
Yes, it's nice.
I mean, but you think that there could be something, as far as you're concerned.
I don't know whether there would be.
No. Don't. You're not letting me ask the question.
Sorry.
As far as you're concerned, this could lead to something.
It may or may not. I'm
just saying how you feel.
I think, and I'm going hopefully that would be part of my future, but I am not going to hold to it. I have to honor her,
I wasn't asking. We're pretending she's not here.
Yeah. Do you think you stand a chance with Jillian?
When you went home?
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
I mean, but I won't be disappointed if it doesn't happen.
No, because it's happened so many times.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're shell-shocked. Shell-shocked.
You're numb.
All right, Elephant Boy, you've been a good sport. You tried romance. I say it's time to go into hiding again. He never gives up, though.
Or wait until we berate another intern on the air and hope it's a female.
Right.
You don't pay much any intern. I will come to their rescue.
Once again, making me feel special. He'll come to the rescue of any intern.
Yes, Jillian.
Nice guy.
Jillian, you trying to change Elephant Boy.
I have to commend her for being very open.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very open.
You're a lady. There's no question that you obviously had a bad date.
It wasn't bad. It was very interesting.
Different. Yeah,
it was very interesting, and it was fun. It was really
Do
cool.
Do you think it would be different if the cameras weren't there?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, could have been worse.
I don't know.
But you got to figure Ganji's not going to be on every day.
The camera didn't bother me, though.
Yeah, but it bothered me.
It bothered him a lot more because he was talking to Ganji.
Elephant Boy's doing shtick, yes.
Right,
no, it wasn't stick. I think it was my nerve. I think I felt more relaxed talking to the camera than to Junior. I didn't notice that, but I was... Actually, I'm a very shy guy. maybe that was like a defense mechanism to overcome my shyness.
Right.
I'm very shy, actually.
I understand what he's saying. That the camera, in a way,
it was like I was annoying.
Yeah, than a woman.
It was just for me. It was when I know you're bad. I
would never recommend. I'll give you some advice, Elephant Boy. Let me tell you something. And I would never give this advice to anyone else because it's wrong. But forget dating. You have to try rape now. It's the only way you're going to get laid. Only way. As bad as that is, maybe you won't get caught.
I can't believe you did that.
What else is he going to do?
Disgusting.
Yes.
And now
I won't listen to him.
It's the only way you're going to get laid.
Lay down. I have a knife.
But you know what?
Here's my knife.
And who's going to know what he's saying? The rapee is yelling, what?
I got a Navy SEAL.
It's true. And you know he'll be picked up after his first crime because he's very identifiable. Oh, it's Elephant Boy.
I've heard him on the radio.
Well, Elephant Boy, as you know, we don't condone rape, so I guess you're pretty much out of luck.
But you know what is interesting to me, Howard?
Yes.
That, with all his lack of success,
yes,
he doesn't maximize this opportunity.
Yes.
He goes out, spends most of his time talking to Ganji. He leaves Jillian in the street.
He didn't know what to do.
Not against the camera. It could be anybody.
I understand. Listen, the guy's got a speech impediment. It's not easy for him to date. The pressure was on.
If I had this one opportunity to impress a young lady, if I were in his shoes,
but I certainly
she would be the focus of my attention.
But I certainly, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I certainly think that I went out of my way to make him feel comfortable. I called him even the night before and said, I want you to know I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, I was.
I'm really looking forward to getting to you. I mean,
I think he already thought he had accomplished something.
Yes,
because you're so nice.
Well, look, listen.
I don't think that's it. I'm not.
He's not a deep thinker. Listen, he tried. Yeah. He didn't conquer.
The most articulate thing he has said today is a duh. That's
Elephant Boy, you went.
I did tell something that did impress her. When we was living at the restaurant, somebody asked for my autograph, and she told me that's the first time that I tattooed my ever got an autograph.
Right.
So.
What do you say? What do you say, Jillian?
So, someone asked for his autograph as we were leaving.
Yes.
And, and then he made a very big stink because he wanted to sign my cast, and they didn't have a Sharpie on them, but he did it. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what it said. No, it says get well. It says get well, and I thought it said Sodom, but I think it says
it's sodomy. That's his hint. Let's say, hey, get well Sodom. Get well Sodom.
Soon.
All right, very good. Elephant Boy.
This is not that it's the softest to ride on.
Right. Elephant Boy, let me just say, you tried, you went out with Jillian. Obviously, she wants a second date, so there's something there, but only as a friend.
She's a very nice friend girl.
Right.
And I'm not going to take offense of a friend that I always stand and we have a good time together.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
One other thing he did was he goes, you know who you look like? And, I'm not saying you should lie, but, it's nice for someone to pick someone who's known for their beauty or something. He goes, you look just like Carney Wilson.
I like her. She's pretty.
But pretty, whatever. You could have picked, Sharon. Lie. I advocate that at any point.
Keep your mouth shut.
I mean, I would never win someone over saying you look like Carney Wilson. That's just not the person I would think of.
Right. Carney Wilson's not an attractive woman.
I mean, she's not unattractive, but if you're going to pick someone based on their appearance.
Right. Say Sharon Stone or Terry Hatcher.
Exactly.
Right.
Demi Moore.
You know who you look like? You look like Connie Wilson.
And then I must have looked at him with this really mean look, and he goes, did I put my foot in my mouth again?
That's like I felt. I try to be honest, maybe I'm too honest.
No, well, thanks. Thanks a lot. All right, now the second chance.
All right, Elephant Boy, thank you. And Jillian, good luck on your new job.
Thank you
and I'm glad that you and Elephant Boy got to go out on your date. I'm sorry it didn't become more romantic.
I guess we did hear. They may go out again.
They might go out again.
Well, I don't know. That last comment kind of...
What, the Carney Wilson?
Yeah, well, maybe I'm too honest? What does that mean?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what to say no more.
I mean, I certainly think I don't think I'm an unattractive person.
You're
I mean,
very
attractive. You're not. I mean,
you're very attractive.
Yes.
Well, maybe I'm too honest.
I did.
Forget it.
Oh boy.
What was that? That's really considering I went out of my way.
You know, sometimes guys don't know what to say.
Well,
Elephant.
I guess what it is at this point is, everybody says...
You two should get married. You sound just like a married couple.
I'm starting to feel like you felt when Clarence and Robin were going.
Yeah.
No, wrong. What I'm saying is, everybody says one thing wrong every so often, but there was almost too many to ignore.
You know who you remind me of? Orson Welles.
What I'm saying is, at this point,
I think Orson Welles is attractive.
I said that out loud.
I like her. The way I see it right now.
Howard, can we go into commercial?
No, I don't want to go into commercial. What I'm saying is, everybody says the wrong thing every so often.
Yes.
But right now, I'm thinking there's just a little too many to ignore.
Like everything he said.
Everybody slips up and says the wrong thing, but there's quite a few in the Dable show, and I'm kind of not feeling really. I'm feeling a little less than special right now. That was the attempt of the date.
Elephant Boy.
No, Trinity, you're very special, and maybe I was too subconscious. When we are alone, and we just have to, I can be myself, and out of the goodness of your heart.
Oh, he's on his knees right now.
Get on your knees.
Out of the goodness of your heart, if you give me enough a chance, you will see the real me.
I can't believe you blew a chance.
You were so beautiful, like...
It was so much with camera.
You're so beautiful, like Sebastian Cabbage. I didn't mean Connie Wilson. I didn't mean that. I meant Brian Wilson.
You're beautiful.
No, you look like Sharon Stone.
You look like...
And it's funny because I told you, I didn't know him. I met him one time, under the dark lights, and I was getting my nails done, and everybody at the nail place was like, Jillian, we know who he is. Don't go. And I was like, you don't know him. I was like, Joan, you don't know what you're talking about. And this is how I'm treated.
See, this is what happens. I try to tell people, you can't be nice.
Obviously, it didn't work out, the day between you and Elephant Boy.
In my walk into future.
Elephant Boy, you don't even know when you've lost.
Yeah, he keeps trying.
I am not a defeatist. I think we'd like it out that you would be very, very special, and I'm going to treat you very nicely.
Well, James downstairs, who told me that I could say his name, said that I should tell Elephant Boy that he's my new boyfriend.
Right. That's it.
Okay. Right.
Well, then if she's dating someone else, then that's it.
No, I'm not dating anybody right now.
No,
I've decided it's very okay to be alone. That's okay.
You know what? It's okay to be alone. We've learned something today. Robin's been saying it for years. Jillian, good luck on your new job. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but it was very sweet of you to date the Elephant Boy and see if it wouldn't work out, and you were open-minded about it.
I have something to say here. The Elephant Boy we got a glimpse of when we heard about that conversation with Matt.
Yes.
Turns out to be the Elephant Boy that exists.
Come on, Elephant Boy.
That's who showed up on the date.
I will never use it in that way. That was the wrong thing to say. I'm going to pay for the rest of my life if one
Oh, she's not going to marry you.
Well, let me tell you, and I don't mean to bring up...
Let me say something. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I don't mean to bring up, but there was one point where he was doing an analogy, and he said something about me being loose.
Oh,
and I said, what? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. The tape was rolling, and I said, what? And you said, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
So, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't mean when I was looking up, I'm mad to you.
What is it?
Do you want to hear the analogy?
Yeah.
Because Ganji told me I was.
What is it?
It was really cool.
What did he say?
He said, I will date anybody. I don't care about looks. I don't care if you're a score stripper or as big as Roseanne.
I'm into the I'm not into.
You remind me of William Conrad. Cannon.
You know what? You remind me of Raymond.
I tell you what I meant. I tell you what I meant.
I'm into the I'm more presentable.
What?
You are, obviously.
You're more presentable.
Obviously. I'm not certainly saying I'm Marilyn Monroe.
No.
Right.
Yeah, he's got some nerve. That's why I said the cad we heard about was the cad who showed up on the date.
Wait. Yeah.
Can I explain myself? I was never one kid. Looks she could be the most beautiful girl in the world, and if she's not, it won't matter.
But, you know, I understand what you're saying, but just for that day, you could have said, you know, you are, you know.
You are the most beautiful girl in the world.
You know what? That's how people...
If I was coming up, you know, how beautiful she is, like every other comment, it would be sound like I'm being phony.
Maybe you ought to be a little
better
phony.
what you said.
Right, well, I'd rather the phony Fred than the genuine Fred didn't really make me feel really good.
You remind me of the white Oprah. And I like that. I like it. Yeah, right? You got a point there. You got a point.
I mean,
Elephant
you
Boy.
know the late great Tony Field. What's the sweetheart?
You know, I always fantasize about Ironside in a skirt. Oh, Elephant Boy, don't leave. Oh, Elephant Boy left.
Jeez. What am I supposed to say?
He was very rude.
I'm not the one that said anything wrong.
Wait a second. Elephant Boy just left the room.
And now he's upset because we told him he was rude.
And what am I, you know, and now I'm going to feel like it's my fault.
No,
I'm just reporting the date.
I cannot believe what you have been through.
Oh, come on.
I told you not to go out with him.
Who even knows what he said?
That.
You know, and I
well, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
I happen to think Elephant Boy...
You date him then.
I ain't dating him. No, Elephant Boy. Where is Elephant Boy? Get back in here. Where are you going? What happened just now? Why did you leave? What?
I was really trying to be not too high. It's everything I did is wrong. So if this is wrong, I apologize to waste your time. I don't mean that you're a very nice girl, and whoever guy you go out is one lucky guy. You know, I hope he was me. I don't think it's not, and I feel very bad for myself how I treated you.
All right, okay. Elephant Boy, obviously very upset.
Boy, there's a love connection.
I feel very embarrassed myself because I want to make it like a good impression. Obviously, I did not, and I apologize.
You know what? I wonder if Elephant Boy went home on Sunday thinking it was a good date.
I thought, yes, it was.
It had its
Boy, what guys won't do for vagina. What?
Before there's any vagina, I like to know you go.
What?
No, I'm not the one that I want to know you for a good time. I trust you. I said one of the things I'm looking for is trust.
It wasn't looking for a trust.
What vagina?
No, it wasn't all terrible. It was I had a fun day.
I have fun too.
I mean, I don't know what to do.
I want to cry for vagina.
Oh dear.
Fred, I don't know why you talk so much on these days.
I want to cry for vagina. Cry for me to cry. No, loving you wrong, but don't want to be right.
Don't cry for me, vagina.
Cry for me, Argentina.
Elephant Boy, I'm going to tell you how I feel. You tried your best. You struck out. That's all. You didn't do it try to hurt anybody's feelings. You lie to him. He did the best he could. It wasn't a love match. Look.
I can share something with Clarence Clemens.
That's right. That's exactly right.
There you go. You're in good company.
Elephant Boy tried. Perhaps he didn't say the right things. He didn't click. And it's unfortunate. He was hoping for a love match. The man obviously very attracted to you, but he doesn't know how to say. He puts his foot in his mouth. He's not used to communicating with others.
Well, what I say to him is, I had, parts of the day were really nice, and if I'm now a little confused who the real you is because you said you were a little uncomfortable in front of the camera, so. I would get together with you again, maybe when the cameras are gone, so maybe I could see the real you.
Okay, I think you would say a different me.
A different Elephant Boy.
I would never want to insult you and say anything bad.
All right.
Maybe you were trying to be Howard. I mean,
maybe.
So I guess I'll stay out of the question. Stay out of the question.
Matt, here's your keys.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be white.
Wait, were you wrong about getting that apartment, Elephant Boy? You weren't even close.
Philip, I'll go to credit every day I live.
Yeah, well, believe me, next time you go out with Jillian, just take her to a hotel.
Oh, stop it.
But she was in the mood.
Oh, she'll have to pay.
Yeah.
Mr.
No, you just pay the tip to the chambermaid. All right, Elephant Boy.
Wait a minute. They did say there was some hand-holding on the date. When did that occur?
Was that right?
Well, he put his hand on my cast.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was cast in hand holding.
Right. The thing is, he kept hitting my hands, and I kept saying, "You're really hurting me," because he kept banging into it.
Oh.
So yeah, he did hold my hand.
He did.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Did you get her loaded on some alcohol?
No.
No, that's what would have helped.
I didn't want to drink too much.
You sound normal
I didn't know how much I'd be paying.
Right. It's true. All right, Jillian. Thank you.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
all right.
Howard, can I make a blog on appearance and make it this weekend?
Once again, not thinking about Jillian.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He wants to make a plug for an appearance.
I see.
But this was something I met before I met Junior.
All right, go ahead. What is your plug?
I'm going to be at a western show in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, in the Field House.
Oh, where are you going to be?
Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
At where?
At the Field House.
At the Feed House?
Field House.
Field House?
Yeah.
And what are you doing in a field house?
A wrestling show.
Wrestling show?
Yeah, I'm going to be, in,
And when will you be there?
This Saturday
This
night.
Saturday night you'll be appearing? All right, Elephant Boy will be appearing this Saturday night.
Thank you.
Jillian, you got to admit, he's a step up from the guy running you over.
Who actually called me 2 days ago for the first time.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
All right. Well, maybe there's some romance there. You got to admit, Elephant Boy's a better date than him.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a fun day. It was a fun day. It gave me a lot to talk about.
Okay. Jillian, good luck on your new job. Thank you for stopping by. Elephant Boy, thank you for stopping by. Don't let it get you down. There's other women out there. There's plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of fish in that polluted sea.
What do they always say, Elephant Boy? There'll be another bus along any minute.
That's right. Hey, listen, you scored once. You're going to score again. Maybe not with Jillian, but you will.
It won't matter to me.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
And if you want, what did he say? What did he say?
It won't matter.
Whether it's Jillian, you said you'll score whether it's Jillian or not. He goes, hey, don't matter to me.
I don't want to make it look like I'm interested in one thing and one thing only with you. That's what I'm trying to say.
But you are.
I know, I'm not.
In this light, you remind me of a beautiful Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, and like Jackie Gleason, away I go.
Oh, where you go. All right.
I can tell you.
Another impression.
There you go. One thing about Elephant Boy, you get on a date sometimes the guy doesn't say anything, he doesn't talk. Elephant Boy at least talks and tries to exude some personality.
It was a fun day.
All right.
Thank you. Fun day.
All right. A very good Elephant Boy and Jillian, and congratulations to the two of you on your date. All right, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to a man who would never give his liver to Mickey Mantle or any other celebrity, Howard Stern.